YouTube broadcast is at 30%. And now it's at 100. Yay! Hi! Welcome to Spirit Coffee with Spirits. Here's my coffee. And where is everyone at? So, anyway. I think I'll pull down some of my stones while I'm here. Oh, I forgot. I need to look at my multi-stream chats and see if anybody has come along. I have not seen. Oh, look. Yay! Southern Redneck. Hi. Hi, Kara. How are you? Yep, I'm up early. Yes, I am. Would you like a card, Kara? I know you're here all the time, and I always want to pull for you, and then I get distracted every time. So do you mind if I pull for you right off the bat today? Or would you rather me do a mediumship reading? What do you want? Hi, Maggie. On last night's live? Okay, I will be there. I will go check it out. Good to see you guys again. Yay! Yes, okay, so a card or a mediumship? I don't know how long it's taken to get to you guys yet. Oh, you guys are on Facebook, so it's going to take a little bit longer. It's okay. It's okay, it's okay. We'll just wait for a second to see. I wonder if I can make my chat a little bit bigger. Oops, my chat screen. Let's see here. Can you see that a little bit better? A little bit more, a little bigger, a little bit easier to read. Yes, Jenna, I am taking questions. I'm waiting to hear about from Kara Mansfield right now what she wants, but I will put you right under Kara. Okay, Kara, let's see here. And then Jenna. And then Deja. And then, oh, and Maggie. Actually, Maggie was second. I forgot. So it's Kara, Maggie, Jenna, and Deja as of right now. Hello, good morning, Jenna. Oh, you're the same Jenna. Sometimes I get a little confused between what's from Facebook, what's from Twitch, what's from YouTube. Anyway. Do they really care? I love that game. I love that game so much. I know I came on live and I told you guys I was going to do readings and I felt a little bit bad, but not too horribly bad. Because I hadn't talked. That was my army buddy that I was playing with. That she also has a Twitch. If you guys want to check her out, she's Wii U Beans, but she does mostly like gaming and chatting and stuff like that. And she is in Germany. So I was so excited to catch her on and be able to do that with her. I did. It's one of those things you do it right then as soon as you can because you never get the chance to do it. So when I realized she was on at the same time as I was about to jump on, I was like, oh, we got to go. We got to do this. Because we've been talking about it for weeks now. All right. What does Karen need to hear today? Karen. Karen's soul is a little distraught lately, but today she seems to be a little bit better, I think. I think Kara is doing a little bit better today specifically, but she definitely has been a little distraught lately with some stuff happening. Oh, my goodness, my dear. You had 3 cards fall out for you. Let's see here. So you have the 5 of challenge. The 5 of challenges, There you go. Focus on the man. And you got the 6 of challenges. You have a lot of challenges here. There we go. And then you have the 10 of challenges. So you do have a lot of challenges going on right now, obviously, which we know. Good morning, Angry Veteran Forge. Good morning, Shane. I shouldn't say that too loud. My Shane's asleep, and he'll wake up. Okay, so we have the 5 of challenges. Now these, just so you guys know, these specific cards, I love different kind of tarot. I don't do like your typical tarot. One of the reasons is I'm not very good at tarot. I mean, I'm fine with pulling the cards and they're being accurate, but I'm not very good at exactly knowing what they mean right off the bat. So then what so I tend to like different kinds of, oops, that's the wrong one, it was the 5 of challenges was next, yeah. Anyway, just so y'all know, I know Kara's heard me say this a million times, but anybody who's new here, who doesn't know me, I do tarot, but I'm mainly a medium, so my tarot understanding of the cards and stuff, I have to read the book. So, and this one I got specifically because it's a storybook kind of tarot, where every time I pull a card, it's a story that goes along with each of these cards. So that way the story goes, you learn from the story what it is you need to know. So, the 5 of challenges says, there it is. You can see him a little bit bigger. He's a giant. When you come upon a giant, it is safe to assume that he is not interested in anything you have to say, so save your breath for running. There are friendly giants, but they are rare, and in the general giant population, as are giants with, but they are rare in the general giant population, as are giants with a sense of humor. This giant isn't comical at all. Psh, he's not my friend, gosh. Nor is he a stereotypical stupid bumbler. He's dangerous, not because he's evil, but because he's big. He also has a short temper, and he's giving you one chance to get out of his space before he deals with you. The giant signifies a situation in your life where you might be overestimating your chances against an opponent. Sometimes being quicker in an argument just doesn't work because the other will not or cannot engage in that way. Do not equate slowness with stupidity. And don't equate stupidity with harmlessness. Stay on the alert until you know who and what you are dealing with. Meaning at a glance is you have overwhelming odds, a fight you can't win, choose your battles, and live to fight another day. Run! And then you have the 6 of challenges. It's about a 10-second delay here. Okay, so that's on Facebook, but on YouTube it's a little bit faster. Okay, so you have the 6 of challenges. Lots and lots of challenges, dear. Whew, that was a near escape. Far too close for comfort. Dwarves don't usually climb trees if they can help it, but this dwarf scaled the ash tree as nimbly as a squirrel when this wolf started chasing her. There's no need for her to plan what to do next, since she can't fight a pack of wolves. She needs to just wait them out. When they have lost interest in her, she can hurry home to a well-earned supper. When you are pursued by slavering wolves, the wisest course is to get out of their reach as quickly as possible. This card suggests that you should consider a strategic retreat, perhaps an actual retreat away from home or work for a time. Give yourself a respite from stress, rest, recover, and plan your next step. So there she is up in the tree, and there's the wolves underneath her. And in this case, the wolves would be very dangerous for a dwarf. Meaning at a glance, retreat, deliverance from a dangerous situation, waiting for danger to pass, a chance to regroup. A closer look, wolves in the mundane world aren't menacing, but these are old world storybook wolves, notoriously big and bad, and they will eat you up. Ooh. And then the 10 of challenges. So I do have something mulling in my head, so as soon as we're done with the stories, I will tell you exactly what I'm getting at. No delay on Twitch. Okay, yay! So yeah, Twitch is much easier. If you guys don't want a delay, go to Twitch, because we've discovered that Twitch doesn't have a delay. Florence Rivers, can I ask messages from my ancestors about me dealing with ancestors? Yeah, I think so. I'm not sure if I understand your question, but Let me go on with Kara's other card, and then we will move on. So Kara's next card is the 10 of Challenges, an aged knight. Oh, here. So, the 10 of Challenges. An aged knight sits weeping, his faithful steed at his side. He is racked by despair and defeat. Many long years he has quested in this forest, pursuing a mythical beast who became his life's obsession. Along the way, he fought bravely with countless other knights, never shirking in service to causes of righteousness and nobility. But relentless time has claimed him at last. All the fight has left him, and the beast has not been seen for a very long time. The old knight's sword and helm are battered and rusted. His quest is over. Perhaps it was mad to begin with. When this knight appears to you, take it as a message that it's time to face reality, cut your losses, and decide where to go from here. In a way, it can be a relief. This is as bad as it gets. You don't need to fight anymore or pursue an impossible dream. You get to lay down your sword and walk away. You can't win, but you are also done losing. Meaning at a glance is defeat, surrender, ruin, the death of a dream, give up, and move on. A closer look, the knight's helm bears a feather from the white raven, but that ally has flown away. So there's the white feather on his thing with the white. He used to have the white raven as an ally. So for you, my dear, I do know you've been under lots of stress lately. The last few years, you've been under a lot of stress. Some of it came from people in your own home. Some of this is talking about that particular situation where people in your own home have not been, you had to fight with them constantly to try and get for people to understand you, and know that's about the old night. The fight is over. It's time to move on, accept that defeat. And some of the other things we're saying, we're also letting you know it's time to take that step back, relax, breathe and just try a different course of action. Stop trying the same thing over and over and over and over again. Move and walk away. It's time to walk away from that situation and just love yourself for who you are. And remember who you are. Remember what we talked about before. Remember who you are and stop trying to run for that one thing that you think is the right way to go, because I feel like it has become like an obsession for you at this point instead of a dream or a drive. It's more of like, I have to do this because I started this and I have to finish it. I have to complete this. And it's just not the right way for you to go anymore. It used to be at some point, but not anymore. Now it's time to go a different direction. Does that make sense for you, Kara? I'm gonna have to move my ghost up. I don't like him so low. He looks silly down, that far down. And you guys, we need to name our ghosties here. So, I mean, these are all ghosties. This one, my stepdaughter painted for me yesterday. So he has a little ghosty face on a pumpkin. I thought that was really cute. On dealing with harassment. No, not yet, Jenna. I'm still on. I was still on Miss Kara's. Let me see. I need to go back up and just make sure I'm not missing anything. So after Deja, who is after Deja? Okay, and then Florence. Hi, Florence. Nice to meet you. How you doing? You asked for, can I have messages from my ancestors? So there is a queue, just so y'all know. And Maggie is next, and she has sent me a picture before, so I have to go look at it, so I'll be right back. You guys will still see me, I think, but she sent me a picture yesterday, correct? Let's see. And you sent it to my comedian medium, right, Maggie? Yes, there she is. Okay. Okay, so Maggie, so I just pulled up your gentleman, and he is here with me now. He is, I kind of, right off the bat, I got a very strong bond from you to him, and he has a very strong bond with you as well. But the thing that I got was that you feel like you didn't get enough time with him for some reason. I don't know if he passed when you were a young child or what, but you feel like there was so much more to learn from him and to glean from him, and so many things that you could have known about him and wanted to know about him, but you didn't have enough time. Does that make sense to you, Maggie? And I know this, good morning, Love Advice Show. And I know that kind of sounds like, oh yeah, of course, that, you know, everybody feels like this, but I really feel like it's something that's a core thing that you deal with on a daily basis. Like, this is definitely a life-changing thing, death for you in that way. Does that make sense for you, Maggie? And then, hello, Bridget. How are you? Good morning. I will put you on my queue. And then, oh, hello, Pre-TTY. How are you? Yes, I will put you on my queue. You are on my queue now. So it's pretty, right? You are pretty. And then, Maggie, I get that this gentleman is also talking to you about you feeling very alone, and you feel like you don't have a lot of people in your life that you feel that you can go to for a lot of things. And he's saying that there are people in your life that you know, but you don't realize you can go to them and talk to them. There are people in your life around you that would love you for who you are and want to get to know you and hang out with you and do stuff with you, even if it's like on like Facebook chat or anything like that, where you can even do like video chatting of some sort. These kind of people that are in your life and they are near you and around you, and he's like, I keep pushing them towards you. I keep pushing them towards you. They'll ask you, hey, how are you doing today? What's going on with you today? Anything like that, and you're just like, you're afraid to respond because you feel like you are not good enough to answer them. And he says, no, you are. I want you to talk to these people. Talk to them, get to know them. And that's what I'm getting from him, Maggie. And he wants you to know that you are such a beautiful soul. He says you are so sweet. And he says you have a heart of gold, and that you have everything you need to be able to have the life that you want. He just wants you to push yourself a little bit harder in those things that you feel so afraid to. Like and I apologize to everybody here, but when I do readings of any kind, I start burping a lot, and I think it's just spirit in me. My body that's just how my body reacts. And I've noticed this in my lives. I've gone back and rewatched them and realized I burp a lot, and that's why. It really is. So I apologize. I try not to, but you know, what can you do? But when I am doing these kind of readings, I get that a lot. So Maggie, he is also telling me that you, these fears are blocking you, and that is something that even, no matter who we are, fear is that number one thing that blocks, and love is the number one thing that releases us, that frees us. And he wants you to remember who you are so you can love again and get to know that person, that other person in your life. Whether or not it's for a romantic thing, I can't tell yet. I can only tell that he's just sending somebody in that has good energy, good vibes for you, and would help you and be your friend, and actually be able to hang out and have that relationship that you so need and desire. No shame. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure I'm not a bag of hot air, but I know I burp a lot anyway. Actually, that's not true. When I do burp, I have big burps when I'm not doing readings. But when I'm doing readings, there's just little burps all the way through. And I didn't realize I did it. Oh, thank you, pretty. That was so sweet. I bet you're pretty, too. Around 98 degrees Fahrenheit. Lots of hot liquid. And that was full of 102 degrees liquid. Coffee. Must have coffee. All right, who was next? It was Jenna. Let me see, what did Jenna want to know? Just so everybody who doesn't know, Southern Redneck is one of my very good personal daily friends, and we're both veterans, so he's gonna talk a lot of shit about me. Exactly, we're eating breakfast over here. I don't see or hear a Jenna, and I don't want to pass her up, but at the same time, if she's not going to answer, I'm going to have to go on to the next one. So I'll just put a question mark next to her name, just in case. She might have left. She went to go grab breakfast. She left because Shane. Hi, Lumi Luna, how are you? Thank you so much. Yes. It's okay. There she is. There's Jenna. She came back. Okay. Jenna. So what did you want to hear, Jenna? Did you want a card or did you send me a picture of your... Oh, so anybody, just so you guys all know, if you want a mediumship reading of a past loved one, send me a picture of your past loved one to the Facebook. It should be in my description. So when you look up at the description, you'll see at the very bottom or right here. Right here. Right. There. Touching it. So there's my Facebook, Comedian Medium. Facebook.com/comedian medium, and you can come find me over there. I was wondering about my ex Caleb and I. What were you wondering? It was a lesson. It was a very strong lesson for you to learn, that's for sure. That you... I want a tarot reading. Tarot. Were we going to talk today? And I was wondering if we would eventually reconcile. Let's see here. What does Jenna need to hear about her ex? What does Jenna need to hear about her ex? So I'm sensing right off the bat a lot of resentment from your ex right now. As soon as I bring it in and ask Spirit for the energy, I'm also getting from you that you are... your aura is kind of fractured right now. It's very frustrated and fractured, and it's very, testy is the best way I can think of. Your aura is very, like, shattered. That's the word I'm looking for. Shattered. You have been shattered to your core because of this whole situation. The fractured but whole. Yes. It is. My daughter plays it. Or she did, but I think it's on my old computer, so. Alright, what does Jenna need to hear? And I confronted him. Well, that's not it, because that's a stack of like 80 cards. So, that's just my arthritis. Sorry about that. Oh, wait. No, it wasn't. It was a stack of 2 cards. So, your first card that popped out was Starlight. No, wait. Yeah. So the first card that popped out was Starlight, and that is not a glare. That is just the actual card there this time. And then you got, ooh, you got some good cards here, Miss Thang. Look at you. You got the White Heart, which is a white deer. And look at the number there. You got the very first card in the entire deck. And he's on the very front of the book, too. So, that tells you he's pretty special. And then, you got the Huntsman. So, all of these are amazing cards. Let me start off with the Heart. I should probably start off with the Starlight, because that's the one that fell out first. So, we'll start with the Starlight. You got all the good cards. It's like all the good cards said, I'm going to jump off for you today. There is the Starlight. So these are all stories, like I said, so every one of these has a story behind it. So I'm going to read you a story. If you walk quietly through the forest on a clear and moonless night, you may hear singing high above, where the treetops open to the vastness of the sky. There are groves of beech and linden that are much beloved by the woodland elves, who call them Ellerina, crowned with stars. Close your eyes and listen to their ethereal voice. They sing of ages past with laments for the fallen and the exaltations of the illustrious. They sing of the patterns of destiny. They perceive from the vantage point of immortality. They sing of the stars themselves, whose light still reaches us long after their lives have extinguished. The elves sing of hope. Troubles and tyrants come and go, but the stars shine bright forever. Starlight comes to reassure you that everything happens for a reason, even if you can't perceive it now. Time and distance will bring the pattern to light. For now, breathe in the beauty of this moment and pour out your song upon the evening air. Undying hope, immortality, spiritual connection to the cosmos, destiny, cosmic connection, and ethereal mysteries. So, that, I think, tells you a big portion of it is basically you need to let be what is. Let it be what it be. It is what it is. Let it be what it be. Let it be as it is, because you need to just take in the good and take in the good shit, out with the bullshit. You know, just take in that good shit and out with that bullshit. And let yourself be at peace, because I feel like in this situation, you have somebody in your life. We'll do the White Heart next. Actually, I keep doing this because then I get this I get the little tap on my shoulder. Nope, that's the wrong one. That's the wrong one. Okay, I guess I'll do the Huntsman next. So I'm gonna do the Huntsman next. This one's for you, Shane. The Forge. I found your card. We'll go back to that. There he is, the Huntsman, the mighty, mighty Huntsman. The mighty huntsman on his way. Okay. A mighty huntsman stands with his bow and arrow at the ready, his hunting horn at his belt. Close beside him are a doe and her fawn, closer than deer would normally approach a man. But the huntsman is not a mortal man. He is the embodiment of nature's justice. He defends the well-being of the forest and its creatures by protecting the vulnerable. The huntsman appears when someone has upset the natural order of things. He can be called upon for help in a righteous and just cause, and he will tolerate neither deception nor deceit. What are your motives? Is your word to be trusted? He is assessing you, not condemning you, yet. The law protects the innocent. Those who invoke the law must come from a place of righteousness and truth. Encountering the huntsman signifies that the balance of justice is in play, and you must be careful to obey the laws of nature and of humanity. Listen to your conscience as embodied by the huntsman and do the right thing. I feel like I've got an idea of what's happening here, but let me do the heart next. There's the White Heart. Woo! So exciting. There he is. There he is. All right. At the edge of the forest stands an invitation to enchantment. When you see a pure white deer, you are being called to follow it, and only the foolish will ignore such a beckoning, and yet it takes trust to enter the forest, to explore the unknown and the uncharted. Mysteries await you according to what your soul needs for its journey. There are surprises around every bend in the woodland path, and often there is no path at all. The white heart opens a portal into the wild, and your own wild heart responds. Step forward through the swirling mist into the realm of apple and oak, ash and hawthorn, fir and willow, holly and hazel. There may be companions along the way and adversaries too. Can't speak. There may be companions along the way and adversaries too. The first step into the forest must be taken on your own. The traditional name for this mysterious card that is numbered 0 is the Fool, and it symbolizes the start of a new adventure that is undertaken with a pure and innocent heart. The pun here is intended: follow your heart, the heart. Follow your heart, follow the heart. Meaning at a glance is a new beginning, accepting the invitation, going forward with trust. The journey begins, and follow your instincts. Okay, so I am going to unwrap all of this for you. So, I feel like for you, all 3 of these cards are definitely saying that you are trying to invoke something that is not natural. Okay? The person that you were with before is not naturally supposed to be with you. That is not a natural course of action for you or that person. This is just from me looking in and pulling these cards and feeling the energies. And the other person is kind of over it and just kind of like, I'm done. And so letting them go will be the next step, because that will be the good positive thing. In with the good shit, out with the bullshit. You know, just... Okay? So breathe that good positive energy in. Breathe that bright, illuminating light in, and push out all that negative bullshit that came with that previous relationship that was probably not, it could have been toxic for you. And follow the heart. Follow your heart and follow the heart into the next journey, which I think has very little to do with the love relationship, but it has to do with your career and your next step in life and where you're going, that will help you and not be something that is going to help you run away or run straight into something that is not going to be natural for you. So that's what I feel like is happening there. Okay, Jenna? I love these cards. They are so adorable. Okay. Jenna, you are done. Scam. Oh, do we have a scammer in our midst again? Let me go fix my scammer in Facebook. Hold on a second, guys. These guys are relentless, man. Let me tell you. They're relentless. They're so relentless. Let me tell you. All right. So hold on just a second. It's gonna probably have some volume. There we go. And I'm going to have to pull it up. Alright, let me see here. Where is this person? Let me... Banned from stream. Banned from page. Report this comment. It is harassment. And hide all. Okay. All right, she has been banned. All right, is everything working now? Your ex has a hunting license. See, things come together. Who is next? So it is Deja. And Deja, I don't remember what you asked for. I know you asked for something. Let's see if I can go up and look. Nope, I cannot go up and look anymore. Deja, are you? Yes, I know you're here because I saw you say scam. Yes, Lumi, you can get a reading. Let me put you on the list. You are after Pretty. When Pretty gets hers, then you will be next. And just so you all know, I tend to, when I'm doing a reading, I tend to focus on that person, and I'm focusing in on that energy. So in a way, I am ignoring you, but I'm not ignoring you, if that makes sense. I'm not trying to ignore you. Well, Jaquan and I have another child. Here, well, let's ask my handy dandy pendulum. I'm gonna put my hand here. We're gonna see where it goes. Okay. And see if my hand will hold it right, straight. Okay, stop. All right. Will Jaquan and Deja have another child? Okay, it's very slightly going forward, which means yes. But it's very slight. Yep, there we go. That is a yes. Were you after Jenna? Oh no, you're after Deja. Florence, you're next. Yeah, you were after Deja. If you want to see it, just in case. So you guys can see what order everything is in. I'm gonna go to the club too. All he's got is a VA ID, so you know. I don't know if you can trust him. All right, so Florence would like to ask a question, especially when it comes to my romantic connection with the Virgo intuitive. Just so you know, I'm not, I'm probably one of the most logical mediums you're going to come across. So when it comes to like the Virgo and all, I know nothing about that. I only know what I know because dead people literally come to me and talk to me. So the shit that I do know is only because of that. The other stuff, like the Virgo and all that stuff that takes studying, I don't know that stuff. I'm just letting you know. So I can try and talk to your ancestors for you, Florence, and see what I can do to figure out the answer to that question, and by energy, and I can use the energy for that, but I am not a Virgo. I'm not a signs type person. I do happen to be very much so when it comes to signs, and I'm a Scorpio, so I do know that every time I see something that's Scorpio, I'm like, wow, that really is me, and everything I've read on it is a lot like me. But that's all I got there. I don't know. Yes, the revolution! I'm with you guys. I have a machete, a rusty machete. Would that work? Okay. I'm probably quite literally the worst medium when it comes to some of these things, because like some people, like someone came on here yesterday and was like, all you have to do is know the spirit, the star signs. You can tell people things about themselves. And I'm like, okay. And he's like, that's how you do it, by cheating. And I'm like, well, obviously I can't cheat because I don't know. I don't know any of that stuff. Florence. All right, so I am bringing in, I also do spirit animals and spirit guides. So for you, right off the bat, I'm bringing in a bear. And it's a very unique looking bear. I'm trying to figure out what kind of bear it is. It is not your normal bear. It's not like, like it could very possibly be a grizzly. But if it is, it's lighter colored than I'm used to. So I am going to look this up to double check on this, because I think I know what this means for you with courage and taking steps forward. But when it comes to a romantic thing, bears are very aggressive. So I don't think that's what that has anything to do with. So Wow, this is what I was seeing. Holy crap. Okay, so the Kermode bear, sometimes called the spirit bear, is a subspecies of the American black bear and lives in the central and north coast regions of British Columbia, Canada. It is the official provincial animal of British Columbia. Well, I'm going to bring this animal up. But the primary meaning of the spirit animal is strength and confidence and courage, standing against adversity, taking action and leadership. The spirit of the bear indicates it's time for healing or using healing abilities to help self or others. In other words, like that hibernation time, when they go in hibernation, they do a lot of healing and their bodies do a lot of working on itself. The bear medicine emphasizes the importance of solitude, quiet time, and rest. The spirit of the bear provides strong grounding forces. But let me show you this picture, because this is exactly what I was seeing, and I've never heard of this. I'm telling you honestly, I've never heard of this. I've never seen one of these. But okay, yeah, I would like to. Isn't that a very good picture? I see a bunch of pictures. Well, let me just pull it up on the thing so we can see it there. Do you see him? You see what I'm talking about? So this is the bear over here on this side. Spirit bears of the Great Rainforest. See, there we go. There's some good pictures, so you can see him. This is what I was seeing. I was like, it looks like a grizzly bear because the coloring was darker up here a little bit, and it kind of looked like a grizzly bear to me, but then it didn't. And I was like, but it's lighter, and I don't know how to explain this to people. It's not really white. It's not a polar bear, but this is the bear I was seeing. I've never seen this in my life. Wow. And look, they have little black bear babies. It says it's a subspecies of the black bear, so there you go. Now we know. That's so cool. So Florence, that's one of your spirit animals, is that bear. And he's with you right now. So spirit animals are a little bit different than what people think. The spirit animals don't always just stay with you. They come and go as needed. So this guy is there for you right now because you need him. And then you have a spirit guide. You have a couple of them. But the one that I'm seeing is he's Asian, and he's an Asian samurai warrior is what he is. He's a samurai warrior. I think. I'm going to double check. Yes, this is exactly what I'm seeing. Okay, so I will show you why this was significant. Why it was significant that he was a samurai. It's all the armor that's on him that I'm seeing. So let me show you again. So all of this armor that you see on him, that's what I was seeing. And I knew it was Asian. I couldn't think of what it was called, but it's the samurai warrior, for sure. And he's talking, and he's saying to you that he has on all of this armor because you've been going into battle lately. You've been really had a lot of things coming at you and having a lot of conflict. And so he's telling you that he has on his warrior gear because he's been battling for you and with you. To not be afraid because you are stronger than these things that are coming at you. And when it comes to your romantic relationship part of your life, he's saying that there is someone there for you, but it's not the one that you think it is, and you need to find out who you are first before you jump into this relationship, because that person is also damaged and you are damaged. You both are damaged. So when you go to this person, you need to have a good, strong foundation of a grounding, so that when you get into a relationship with this other person, you can help them to also ground. It's going to be kind of like one of those relationships where you both help each other out, and you're both going to be amazing people. You're going to be an amazing couple. You're going to be way better together than separate, and you guys are going to help each other to find that level ground. But you have to ground yourself first and learn how to do that first before you can get into that relationship. Okay? I believe so. Well, I don't know. The person that you were asking about originally is not that person. The person that you think that you're like, oh, I wonder if it's this person. It's not that person. Your original thought, whatever that original thought was. So it's not that one. It's another one that you did not expect it to be. That's what I'm being told. Okay, so that was Deja and Florence are done. Okay, Bridget, you're next. Hello, Cosmic Dust. Yes, of course, of course. Right now, hey, Love Advice Show, did you ever ask for a reading? I want to make sure that I'm not ignoring you if you did. Oh, can I get that exclusive VIP list? Oh, you can get on that. Yes, you can. You are after Lumi, Love Advice Show. I didn't realize you were asking that. I thought you were talking about something else. Okay, and then after Love Advice, definitely Cosmic Dust. Okay? Alright, so Bridget had a question. I forgot what it was. Did she send me a... Bridget, where did you go, Bridget? Oh, there she is. My phone froze. Hopefully you didn't. No, I didn't do your mediumship yet, Bridget. Yours is now. Are you here? I'm not going to do it without you, because that's just not fair. But I have a wall with pictures. See? These are my posts. I'm going back up and reading and realize that Love Advice Show said that's not how it works. That's not how any of this works. But it does. See? I have my wall. I've had black bear chili. It's kind of ew. Ugh. Oh, it was good, but it was just greasy? Oh. I heard they're pretty... I prefer Bambi myself. I have about 7 of the right angels and guides. Everybody has many of them, but the one that came forward today was definitely your samurai. So that means that today your samurai is saying, hey, this is something we're dealing with today. And that's what that means. A lot of non-traditional animals were on the menu. Ooh, wolf. Oh, poor wolfies. Oh, no. Oh, you can't see him. He's way over here now. Let me bring him back over. There we go. There's my wolf. He needs a shirt. My wolf needs a shirt. Okay. Bear, snake, wolf, etc. that the hunters made into fine dining and cuisine. I believe whoever it was that you were saying was the Virgo. I think it's not that one. It's the other one, Florence. All right. You guys are awesome. Yeah, I know it is. I know it's legal there in Minnesota. I know. So the next person is Bridget. I'm still waiting to hear from her. If she does not answer, then the next person will be Pretty. Are you still there, Pretty? Pretty. Oh, I gotta open my window. a little bit hot all of a sudden. So Southern Redneck, are you on all of them again? I think you are, aren't you? You're on all of them again, huh? Humans? There are some humans that, you know, I wouldn't mind that being a thing. He's on all of them. There she is. Hi, Bridget. Okay, you're here. Perfect. Okay, so I'm going to do your mediumship reading now. Hopefully I don't almost die. Again, I'm eating like I did last night. Oh! So, the picture, right, of the gentleman? Oops. Okay, they're the same person, huh? Okay, Bridget, so, I can tell right off the bat that this person definitely did have some anger issues in his life. But when he comes in, he's just, it's kind of funny because the first thing he said to me was, I didn't know that you could feel peace like this. He didn't realize in his own life that he could feel peace in a way where he could heal from everything so much that he could feel this peace. And he wants you to know this. This is the very first thing he said to me. So for him, this is huge. He wants you to know this. He is at peace. He is in a place in his spiritual journey where he feels like he is in love with who he is again. He hated himself for a long time. I don't know if it's because of the things that he did to himself or to others, but I feel like there's definitely some responsibility for what he did in his life, and that he felt like he could never be forgiven for some of the things that he did. But he wants you to know right now, he's at peace. He's truly, truly at peace. He is healed. He is so, so happy. And yes, that is him in your house. Yes, that is him in your house. Of course, Southern Redneck. Of course you are. Yes, he is definitely in your house. He messes with things. He messes, he'll like if it were my house, you know, this would be tilted or things like that would be tilted. Come to think of it. Am I straight or am I tilted? Am I falling off this way? Okay. Why do I need a picture tweak? Because when I'm doing readings like this, for me, it's really easy if you send me a picture and I know who it's from and who it's to. Otherwise, I'm sitting here hemming and hawing for 20 minutes going, I don't know who this person is. They look like this. They look like that. They have these things they did in their life, and there's 10 of you going, that's me. And it's just a lot of confusion and discombobulation. No, it is him. He is protecting your house from other things, just because as humans we walk through the world and we see things and we feel things, we get the negative energy vibes and stuff, and then we walk into our house and they kind of come with us. It's not little, I call them minions because it's the easiest way to explain. It's just like little tiny things like, oh, this man at the grocery store yelled at you, this person honked at you while you were driving down the road, and you brought in this negative energy of, oh, screw you, and you didn't let it go right away, so it just follows you home. And then, so he's in there kind of, and he's helping to keep it a little bit cleaner and clearer in there. It's not a demon, for sure. Yes, I could be just curious. Which way do I lean? It's not a demon, for sure. It's not a demon. Ow. So, I don't know if you guys will find this funny, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to show this very well, but 2 days ago, I dropped a can on my foot, and there is a circle of a bruise on my foot. A perfect circle. Let me see if I can show you guys this bruise. Yeah, you can see it. It's a perfect circle, and it hit this toe. So the toe and everything. I'm trying to put my feet under me. I was like, oh, that hurts. Oh, yeah, I have a giant bruise. He probably thinks I'm nuts. Retaping into my childhood. Oh, yeah, yay, good. Yay, Tweak, Tweak. I do have, if you're interested, Tweak, Tweak, I do have videos on here on YouTube, because you're on YouTube, right? Yes. So I do have videos here on YouTube where I talk about how to do that a little bit better. I do spiritual development classes as well, but those are all on my Patreon, my classes that I'm working on. But yeah, it was not a light can, that's for sure. And Bridget, why would he think you're nuts? Because you think he's there when he's actually there? That's what I think I learned about the ghosts. You're sitting there going, oh my God, is it a ghost? Is it a ghost? Oh my God, is that a ghost? And they're like, yeah, I'm standing right here. Yeah, I'm a ghost. I'm messing with your stuff, can't you tell? And you're freaking out, and they're like, okay. Now you're freaking out. Now you're screaming. Now you're running from me. I get it. Fine, I won't do anything anymore. Unless they're really mischievous like a little kid, they will continue to do it over and over and over, because kids are some of the most mischievous ghosts you'll ever see. They love it. They will run around and they will turn off lights. They'll knock on walls really loud. Whereas an adult ghost, or one that's not as mischievous, might do it real low, like, and you're like, whoa, I know I heard a knock. And you're not quite sure because it was so low. Kids are like, nope, you're not insane. It's a thing. They're there. Family size can of fruit cocktail. Yeah. Not quite family. Normal. I didn't realize who it was that was saying that at first. Southern Redneck, because you were on the phone with me when it happened. But I thought that was somebody else that said it. And I was like, holy crap, somebody else is psychic. Check it out. I'm not alone. No, it was just you. What are you chewing on? Let me see. What do you have? Come here. What is this? Can I see? Let me see. Goose, let go. Let me see. Oh, you can. I guess you can have that. It's trash. Whatever. Yo, you're not insane. Trust me. And on my YouTube channel too, Bridget is a video called My Ghost Stories. I think it's my first one. I'm sitting in a bathtub, which Shane's very upset about this. Southern Redneck is very upset about the fact that I'm sitting in a bathtub in my thumbnail, because the story has to do with a bathtub, but I was not in a bathtub when I did the video, you guys. Okay, the story has to do with me being in a bathtub, though. So if you watch it, go watch it, and you'll know my story as to why I am a medium in the first place, and all of that. Just go watch it. Trust me. It was pretty funny for me. Now that I look back, it was pretty funny. At the time, I was terrified. Yeah. So, let me see here. So that was Bridget. Oh, wait. Bridget. I'm still doing yours, aren't I? Okay, so Bridget, let me see. Let me bring him back. Anyway, he's messing with you. You're not crazy. He does mess with your stuff. He is goofy and silly. He does something to your refrigerator, it looks like. And it sounds like it has something to do with your ice. Like you hear your ice fall. But something is either it doesn't actually fall, or like you hear a noise with your ice maker, and then you go in there and you go to check it and there's nothing different, and I don't know how to explain that. Other than that, I don't know what's happening, but if you know what's happening, great. Yes, you still clicked on it, didn't you? Hi, Kayla. No, I'm never downstairs, so I'm not sure. Well, ask anybody who is downstairs when that noise happens. It's just me in a bed. Here, let me see if I can figure out how to pull it up for you guys to show you. Okay, so this is some of my really, really, really old videos, so don't judge me, but I'll show you. Really, Goose? I don't know, is it, can you see this? Can you see this? Yeah, so down there in the bottom, right here, you see it? This is the one that he has been yelling at me for almost 2 years, saying it was clickbait. It was not clickbait, that was the story. Yes, so as a medium, here, let me go back to regular me. So as a medium, I can tell you 110%, yes, they mess with our electronics. My phone is constantly messing up, which is so frustrating. If I am in the middle of doing a reading, or if I'm really upset about something, like my energy is just through the roof, and I'm really upset about something, and I'm trying to type about something, it freezes every single time. If I'm doing a reading on my phone cannot handle me. It just goes and falls over and dies every time. So yes, this is true. Your phone is going to jack up. So what I do is I do breathe in the good shit, breathe out the bullshit, take those breaths, breathe, relax, set it down for a second, move away, walk away, ground a little, and then I go back and I pick up my phone. That's what I have to do. That is not clickbait, it is the story. I was in the bathtub. Yeah, maybe that video is only on Patreon, people. Go check out my Patreon. I don't even have my Patreon up here. I didn't realize that. I don't have my Patreon up. It's comedian. It's Patreon /comedian medium. No, you didn't miss your turn, pretty. You're next. Don't worry. But Bridget, that's what I have for you today. He's telling you it's him. You're just fine. He's just messing with you. He does help to keep all the other negative things out. If you're still afraid of anything like that, I can do a private reading with you on that. Or you can message me and I can send you someone else if you feel like you need it from someone else. That's fine. But if you feel like you need a cleansing of your home just to get rid of all the little negative things, I can help you with that. Pretty is asking, does my mom come out safely of the surgery? Will the surgery be successful? Let's see. I'm going to ask my handy dandy pendulum. Alright. Okay. Stop. Pretty would like to know if her mother is going to come safely out of surgery, and will the surgery be successful? They want to know both of those things. Yes, I am getting a definite yes. Everything should be fine when it comes to the surgery. And you were smart to ask the question that you did, because I have noticed that when people say, is my mom going to be okay, you know, that there are times when that happens that they will... What am I trying to say here? They will say, yes, everything's going to be fine, because in their mind, the soul of the person is going to be just fine. It might be on the other side by the time they're done, but they're going to be fine. But you ask them to come out safely, and if the surgery would be successful. That's the right way to ask that question of the pendulum. Oh, that's right. Kayla yesterday asked me about that. So Kayla background. So this layout behind me is just all of my stuff. This right here is the box that I sell personally for $25 for every, not this guy. This is my little ghosty. So when I first started doing mediumship and readings and stuff like that, I started calling the ghost ghosty. And in my videos, you'll see ghosts, like I come out, like ghosties is just a sheep, but he comes out and he does silly things. And so that's kind of my thing now is ghosty. And my stepdaughter yesterday painted this little ghosty onto this, this little pumpkin. That right there is a cup that I got at a thrift store that I used to use for my sage, where now I have Bob who holds my sage. Let's see here. And then these are all my tarot cards or whatever cards I had. These are this is a geode that me and my daughter and a couple of her friends all broke together. So we each got a piece of it. And that is just, it looks like it is just smoky quartz. And that is just a cute little ghosty. And then that says, it always seems impossible until it's done. And this is a hat that my grandfather who passed away, he was one of my most amazing favorite people on the planet. That was his hat before he passed away, and now it's mine. And then I have these little things. There's a bunch of ghosts. So there's a bunch of ghosties everywhere. This is my Wolfie, because one of my spirit guides is a wolf dog that I used to have, and there's a picture of that. And then I just got that one yesterday because I was at the, I don't know what store I was at, $8 store or something. But I saw him, and he's so cute with little stars in his eyes, so I had to get him. But this right here is my box. I sell this for $25 on my page, which is Metaphysical Spirit Labs. You can go on there and buy this. And what it is, this is a beginner's box. So anybody who wants to have that positive energy, there is sage and an abalone shell to put your sage in to help to intensify the sage, to increase the sage's protective abilities, and then you get a whole packet of the chakra stones, an explanation of the chakra stones on the back, and with that, the really cool thing with that I got is this necklace where you put any of the stones you feel drawn to that day, you put it in this necklace and you wear it, and it just looks like jewelry. But it has your stone in it that you needed for the day. Southern Redneck, I don't have enough sage in my house to deal with your bullshit on a daily basis. I'm just saying. Just kidding. And then you have another package of true stones. This one has the tourmaline, which helps you to ground and to protect you from the negative energies. And this is the selenite, which brings in and pulls in all of the positive energies. So everything in this box is for beginners, or even if you've been doing this for a long time and you just want a place to go where you can have an affordable, everything you need box. That's what this is. And then on top of all of that, for 25 bucks, you get a special surprise. So everyone might have something different, but whatever it is that I'm drawn to give to you, that's what this is. So if you would like a box, go to metaphysicalspiritlabs.com. I don't know if you can read that. So it's metaphysicalspiritlabs.com. And that's my actual page where I go and I do stuff. That's more my serious page, not my I'm being silly page. No, Goose, you cannot have that. Back up. So that's what that is. And then, yeah, that's pretty. And then I have stuff up there, way up high. That's a giraffe my 3-year-old picked out from a thrift store and loved, so I wouldn't put it down. And then as soon as we got home, he threw it and didn't want it. That's my little Buddha face. This is just my little things that have come to me from Spirit, and a cute little box, a cute little thing to hold them all in. And that is a singing bowl right there. And then my camera that I do my videos with. So, not these because I can't do it on here, but yeah. You're very welcome, Kayla. You're very welcome. And then, Lumi, are you still here, Lumi? How does my ex feel towards me and towards the Taurus girl and his thoughts towards us? Huh. That isn't... I don't know. And go back to... I am very logical. Like, it has to be in my face and it has to be 100% accurate all the time. Or I look at something and go... I don't know if that's true, and I don't do a lot of research on some of these things, such as the Taurus and all that. So I don't know any of this, but I will ask that question on the other side, and we will get and I will get some cards. Can I help you? Sorry, my service dog. She's being goofy. She's only 7 months, so she's a service dog in training, so she's got a lot of silliness and puppiness still in her. And I'm not even going to show you my floor. She's torn up just this morning. She's torn up almost everything she possibly can. Okay. Lumi, Lumi, Lumi. Are you still here, Lumi? Lumi, 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 Lumi. Ah! Well, there's 2 cards. Crazy. Crazy, I'm telling you, it's crazy. Sometimes there's the same energy for things. And it's crazy. So crazy. Oh, yes. Yes, I can do that, Kayla. Yes, I'm here until the end today. Oh, are you okay? Oh, baby, quit eating stuff you're not supposed to. You'll die. Okay. That's fine, yeah. If he has, did he send a picture for me on you that you had sent? Or is this a question or what? But let me write you down. So, Kayla's husband. But for now, I'm doing Lumi, Lumi, Lumi. Lumi, Lumi, Lumi. Oh, there it is. There's Lumi. All right, Lumi, Lumi. Lumi, Lumi, Lumi. All right, let me see. Oh, it was just this one. All right. Ooh! Okay. This is really cool. Okay. So, you got the Ace of Challenges, which is the White Raven. The White Raven. And then, you got the Huntsman. Remember the Huntsman. And then, you got the Starlight. Which is very similar to the other person's cards, because a few minutes ago, which is why I was like, oh my gosh, sometimes you just get the same cards over and over again. And these two came out from 2 different places. So they weren't together. I didn't put them together and put them in the deck. I always separate them. So I don't know how they came out together. But they did. And then you got the White Raven. So let us tell of our stories. Tell our story of a lovely lady. Okay. Who had a card called Ace of Challenges. Ace of Challenges. Okay, so Lumi. Here is your Ace of Challenges. This is the first card. So it says the enchanted ally for challenges is the white raven. Ravens are birds of fabled intelligence, both worldly and otherworldly. The white raven's particular expertise is strategic communication. He knows when you should speak and when you should be silent. His shrewd eyes pierce the heart of the matter. Call upon him if you really want the truth. He is your spy, your advocate, the battle cry. The white raven says, think and stay alive. The raven's gift to you is a silver arrow that never misses its mark. Part of its enchantment is that the arrow is in the arrow itself, but the magic is completed through your focus and ethics of your motive. If your aim is true, you cannot fail. Meaning at a glance is intelligence, discernment, insight, focus, communication, strategy, an advantage in a challenge or conflict, and the air element. So that was the raven. So he is telling you, oh, wait, this is to you. This is to you. But what is his feeling towards me? Love me or her? I feel like he loves you a lot. I feel like he loves you a little bit more intensely than another person, but I do feel like he's still confused and conflicted about some things. So, and then you got the starlight. There it is, the starlight. If you walk quietly through the forest on a clear and moonless night, you may hear the singing high above, where the treetops open to the vastness of the sky. There are groves of beech and linden trees that are much beloved by the wooded elves, who call them Elerina, crowned with stars. Close your eyes and listen to their ethereal voice. They sing of ages past, with laments for the fallen and exultations of the illustrious. They sing of the patterns of destiny they perceive from the vantage point of immortality. They sing of the stars themselves, whose light still reach us long after their lives are extinguished. The elves sing of hope. Troubles and tyrants come and go, but the stars shine on. Starlight comes to reassure you that everything happens for a reason, even if you can't perceive it now. Time and distance will bring the pattern of light. For now, breathe in the beauty of this moment and pour out your song upon the evening air. Everything happens for a reason. I think he is confused right now. I don't know that he has feelings toward her like that, but I know that he has some sort of feeling where he is confused and unsure about a situation. I'm not good at the relationship things, though. I'm just telling you. To be honest. And the huntsman. I feel like you don't have much to fear from this other person, as long as you don't go crazy and try and prove to him that he's cheating on her and on you or whatever. As long as you continue to be you and love him for who he is, if you guys are in a relationship, then don't worry about anything else. The mighty huntsman stands with his bow and arrow at the ready. His hunting horn is at his belt. Close beside him are a doe and her fawn, closer than deer would normally approach a man. But the huntsman is not a mortal man. He is the embodiment of nature's justice. He defends the well-being of the forest and its creatures by protecting the vulnerable. The huntsman appears when something has upset the natural order of things. He can be called upon for help in a righteous and just cause and will tolerate neither deception nor deceit. What are your motives? Is your word to be trusted? He is assessing you, not condemning you, yet. The law protects the innocent. Those who invoke the law must come from a place of righteousness and truth. Encountering the huntsman signifies that the balance of justice is in play, and you must be careful to obey the laws of nature and of humanity. Listen to your conscience, as embodied by the huntsman, and do the right thing. So So there are your cards on that. I don't know if he will contact you on his own without some sort of nudging from some direction. I just don't know what that is. I don't, will you stop and let me think? Let me work. What do you want? You need to go outside. You go potty. Okay, give me a second. Just 1 minute. Hold on. Let me finish this one, and then I'll take you out potty, and I'll go right back. Okay? I love you. Be a good girl. You see him contacting me. Yeah, so I think that was answered. So if you don't understand it, you can always come back and rewatch this wherever you're seeing it. I think on YouTube it'll still be here. On Twitch it will go away after 2 weeks, but on YouTube it will always be here. So if you need to come back and rewatch it, go right ahead. I will be right back. Give me about 3 minutes. I gotta take her out to go potty. Be right back. I don't have the be right back, huh? Fine. Be that way.
Just go take her out. I'll take her over after that.
Okay. So be right back. I don't know if they can hear it. Hello, my lovelies. How are you all? So I was just wondering if you could help me understand how our loved ones can be passed over and at peace but still sit in the house with us too. That is a very, very good question. And the answer to that is that they are, once they die, right, their energy, their human energy is still here a lot. And then after, like my grandmother took 6 weeks. It depends on the person, depends on their life, depends on their situation and why they're staying. My grandmother stayed because she wanted to say goodbye to a whole bunch of different people. And she just didn't feel like quite, crossing over just yet. And I talk about what crossing over means in my in my classes that I did, and that's over on Patreon. But so when they pass over and they go over to the other side, and then they go through all of their healing, and they go to the spirit school, and they go through all of that, and they heal, then they are able to do whatever it is that they want to, and they can come back and they can come and go as they feel free to, and be at complete peace, because spirit is never limited. Spirit will not be limited. And people like to limit spirit and say, nope, sorry, they can't do that. But the truth is, they can do whatever it is that they want to do. So by not limiting spirit, and by not having putting them in a box, right, then you realize that they can do whatever it is that they want to. And everything that they do is out of love and healing, and they use the lighter, the higher vibrational energy to do this. So that's how that works. We heard you not wash your hands. You did not. Horcruxes. Yes. Did you hear me while it was off? Hello, Tars M. How are you? You have a very important question. Do I need to put you on my list? Because love advice is next. This is my list. See my list. So love advice is next, and then cosmic dust, and then Kayla's hubs, and then Tars M is next after Kayla. I wish you would wait for me. Well, he will, he did not, how do I say it? He did not wait for you in the sense that he's not crossed over. Like, he crossed over, he did what he needed to do. He comes in with lots of love. He comes in with lots of vibrant, high vibrational energy, which tells me that he crossed over and did everything he was supposed to on the other side, learned what he needed to learn, is at peace, and now he's coming back just because he can do whatever he wants to now. He's a spirit. He's a soul. He can go wherever he wants to. Some people say that, some people think that just because a spirit or a soul is around you means that they're stuck, but they're not. A stuck soul usually will stay in an area or attached to an object or something like that. He is not stuck. He can come and go as he pleases. He can go wherever he wants. He can do whatever he wants. My mic was live the whole time? I'm sorry. And yes, you did hear me wash my hands then. Alright. Okay. So, Love Advice says, my question is, for tarot, how can I better serve my community of fans so it is not so one-sided with communication at them and more conversational? I'm thinking on a social media kind of way. Oh. So, I can pull some cards for you on that as well. But I can also kind of tell you the way that I do it is here, or in any of these kind of platforms, is I come from a place of understanding that everybody who's coming to me is coming to me from their own personal spiritual journey and what it is that they need to know. However, at the same time, I'm coming to everybody knowing how important it is to love yourself and know yourself first before you even do any of this stuff. And because of that, I think it helps me to be able to talk to anybody on whatever level it is they're at, or whoever it is, or whatever's going on, and understand that they're at their place and I'm at mine, and my experiences in my life are not theirs, and they're not going to understand it. So I understand it from their perspective and from their energy. That's where I usually come in and can do that. But let me pull cards. And I don't know if that made sense. But, okay. Woo, 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 woo. Cards came out. Cards came out. Woo. Yep. It's basically saying what I just said. So, let me. Is this the one? Because it almost fell out. I think so. Whoa. Hey. Leave that alone. That is not yours. Go get your toy. This is not your toy. Here. Somebody needs to go for a walk. Somebody needs to go for a walk or go play with the neighbor dog. All right. I got you 3 cards, dear. You have the Forest Lord, the Green Mother, which is what I was specifically talking about, and then the 6 of Spells. So let's pull these up and tell you, let's tell you some stories. Let's tell you some stories and see where they are. That deck is confused you. That deck is not confused. He's confused. No matter what deck I use on him, he always says, no, that's not the question I was asking, even though it's the very question he was asking. Trust me. He's just one of those. Okay. Hold on, Taurus. I'm at Love Advice. You have 3 people in front of you. Okay, stop. The Forest Lord. I even opened right up to it. So, the Forest Lord. Look at this sexy man. He's so sexy. Ooh. Who wouldn't want to meet him alone in a forest? Anyway, all who pass through the enchanted forest must pay homage to the Forest Lord. For everything that lives and breathes under his For everything that lives and breathes is under his domain, from the mightiest giant to the smallest shrew. He is the essence of wild male energy kept under control, most of the time. Ooh. He is the viral rush of the stag and the immovable stance of the bear. His most trusted companion is the chieftain of all the boars, the fiercest creature in the wood. Approach the Forest Lord respectfully, but have no fear. He is the affectionate father as well as the commanding ruler. He is masterful, but never a bully, and he has earned the love and loyalty of those within his care. So that's exactly kind of what I was talking about. But I think with this is, I'll tell you what I think. Okay. So the Forest Lord represents his duties that come with great power, projecting his subject. The Forest Lord represents the duties that come with great power, protecting his subjects, defending their freedom, and safeguarding their sanctuary. Leadership is a privilege. Authority over others must be wielded appropriately and not abused. Sovereignty comes from within and doesn't need to be insisted upon. The Forest Lord's confidence comes from staying true to his noble nature. Meaning at a glance is power from within, virility, natural leadership, nobility of character, fatherhood, dominion, and territorial command. So this is what, so that's your Forest Lord. He has my beard, yes, Love Advice show, yes. And then the Green Mother. So let me finish these real quick, and then I will explain to you what I think is happening here. Oh, the sexiness of that man. Okay. See, I don't know. Oh, that's why. She's the one right before it. So you got the mother and you got the father. The mother is, come, sit at the feet of the Green Mother and be sheltered by her love. She is the creative source which brings the life energy of the forest to fruition and birth, and she is the nurturer who welcomes newborns with her blessing kiss. She encourages the curiosity of her precious green child, instilling a sense of wonder at the infinite variety of earthly delights. The little one clings to Mama for now, but grows braver as she learns that nature is her friend. The Green Mother shows us how we are each a part of the natural world, like the trees and the brooks and the cuckoo's song. She teaches us to love ourselves as part of her creation. The Green Mother is the embodiment of feminine power. She represents sexuality, the world of the senses, and unconditional love. She is the essence of fertility. Call upon her when you need an increase in earthly support, a creative push, healing, or comforting care. The Green Mother wants you to remember that what you nourish is what you grow. So pay attention to where you put your energy. Feminine power, unconditional love, nature's beauty, or nature's bounty, generosity, fertility, and motherhood. And beauty. And then the Six of Spells, which this one is so cool. This one is going to be really good for you too. I know it is. Wow, look at this. Every time I turn the page, it just opens right up to where you're at. So there's a new arrival in the forest. It's not easy to hatch a wyvern, but this intrepid wizard found an egg in an abandoned nest and brought it home to try. generous doses of worry, magic, and love have yielded a successful hatchling. Other wizards and witches have gathered to welcome the little one and congratulate their friend on a job well done. The new foster father's pleasure and pride in his accomplishment are made all the sweeter with the praise from all his peers. When people are secure in their own accomplishments, there is no jealousy or ill feeling when another has a glowing success, literally glowing in this case. Because the foster father knows this, he can accept congratulations as is due, with no false modesty or self-deprecation needed. Though you may never hatch a wyvern, be proud of your triumphs and drink in the praise. Success, so meaning at a glance is success, justifiable pride in your accomplishments, validation by others, and a supportive environment where your talents can shine. Look at you! Look at you! Did you see this? Yes, you get a dragon egg. Yeah, I'm a wizard. Okay, so this is exactly what I was saying to you, but in different words, so I'm going to try and say it in their words. So you are this Lord, but not only are you the embodiment of this particular person, but you also have to follow his rules, which is to say his rules have to do with love and with coming to people where they are, with not expecting them to understand you, because he doesn't expect everybody to understand the way the world works or the way that the forest works, and the way he does everything. But when anybody comes to him, he still sees them as who they are, because he understands that they need him to be able to move forward in their growth or in their journey in the forest, right? So you are this person, and you also have to follow the rules that say this is about love. This is about letting them be who they are, understanding them at their level, right? And then she comes in and says you also have to nourish that. It's a beginning for you. It's starting for you to be something tangible that you can feel, you can touch it, you can smell it, you can taste it, and it's a new birth. And you're starting out, and the way you're going to be successful is by being strong and being the leader, and also by nurturing and letting people understand that you understand where they're coming from with your energy. Okay? And then the whole thing is your hatchling, your beginning of a new thing that you're going to start, and your creative juices are flowing, and you have started this whole new thing, and you're going to be successful at it. And once you have that success, then everyone around you is going to support you and help you. None of it's going to be any kind of jealousy, because you have worked so hard, and everyone else around you, Goose, stop, leave the cat alone, and everyone else around you will be there and have gone through some of the similar things and know that this is your success. They've done their success. This is your success. They're going to be very happy for you. No jealousy. Okay? Yes, you're half ginger. Well, there's a full ginger right above you there. Yes, you gingers definitely. Well, I don't show my red anymore, but when I bleach my hair a little bit, you see a lot of the red. It just comes out straight like strawberry. But you don't see anymore unless I do that. You want me to? I can show you Southern Redneck. I have pictures of you. Hello, Paku. How are you? Yes, leave the cat alone. Yes. My puppy has decided that she's bored, so she's going to antagonize and terrorize the cat. Poor kitty. Yeah, here. I'll show you. I'll show you. Get out before you unplug something. Get out of there. Get out. I don't trust you. Ow! Off my toe.
Come on, you just sit down. Come on.
Off my toe. She just dislocated my other toe.
You don't want all day.
Yeah.
Let's see, you ate the sock.
Give me 1 second. I've almost got it where you can see him. Goose? No. Stop biting. Go away. You're being naughty. Thank you. There he is. Stop biting, honey. There he is. Okay, so this is him right here. This is your angry veteran right here. Angry Veteran Forge, Southern Redneck. There's the boy. Oh, your mother's an Asian ginger? That's freaking awesome. That's awesome. I actually dated one for a while. Stop. But he was only a quarter Japanese, I think. And he was very much so a ginger. Yeah, you can see him here. My friend Elf would love you. She has a thing for ginger bearded woodsmen. See? 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 Alright, let me delete that now. Alright, who's next? So who's next? So we did Love Advice. Cosmic Dust. Are you still here, Cosmic Dust? Miss Cosmic Dust. And then Paku. Paku is after Tars. Elf. Elf is her name? Elf. I like that name. Seriously, you need to go find something else to do. Stop getting in my lap and trying to eat my feet, my fingers, and step on my toes. Okay. Yes, I will give you a reading, Tars. You are, so this is my beautiful, lovely list here. So we are here on the list. There's Cosmic Dust, then there's Kayla's Hubs, and then there is you, and then there is Paku. Oh, yay, it's so cute. Oh, I love elves. I'm not that much into elves. I'm more into wolves and dragons. I like dragons a lot. Wolves and dragons are kind of my thing. But, Ghosty here, they came to me and they decided that they were going to be in my life. So that's where Ghosty is. Your ginger friend is trying to grow his beard out like that. He has a very bad, oh, here we go again. You guys don't want to see, this is kind of funny. Goose off. I can't do this if you're touching me. Sit.
I'm willing to play with you, but you keep walking away from me. Come here.
So I'm going to show you guys something pretty funny with Angry Veteran Forge or the Southern Redneck. They're both the same. With his beard and his mustache. So, okay, stop. And then, I can't really see it myself over there. I gotta put it where I can. Okay, so you guys can see what's happening. So, is Southern Redneck's beard epic? So it's doing a yes. It's like do 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 do. Even when my hand shakes a little, it still goes in the direction of yes. So no matter what way my hand shakes, because I have arthritis, so it does this a little bit. But even when it shakes, it still does the direction it's supposed to go. So just so you know, I'm not affecting it in that way, because it can shake the same way and it'll go a different direction. Then this is funny. Ready? Okay, stop. Is Is his mustache epic? Oh, no, don't touch me right now. Go away. Go, sit.
Come on.
Okay, hold on. Alright, stop. Alright, is his mustache epic? And I said no.
God.
Yesterday when I said no, it went crazy. Crazy no. Ah! Oh my gosh. Stop. Okay, stop. Thank you.
Oh, I know what it is. You have food.
Leave it. Not yours. I've eaten 2 bites in like 3 hours. Well, 2 hours. I've been on here for 2 hours. I've eaten 2 bites. Go away. Yeah. About 2 hands. He does this all the time to me. Look, it's 2 hands down. You see a little bit sticking out. Okay. Who's next? Cosmic Dust. I've called them twice. They have not said anything. We're moving on to the next one. So, Kayla's Hub. Kayla, are you still here with your hubby? And what was it that he wanted a reading on? Just the tip. Yes. Actually, I think that's technically called the end, but we can call it a bell end if we want to. What kind of reading did he want, Kayla? Goose? Leave it. Okay. Yes, last night when I was eating. Yes. What am I eating? Oh, what am I eating? I am eating a, oops. It is just a turnover. His past loved one. Okay. Kayla from last night. Uh-oh. Did you send it to my actual Facebook, Kayla? Let me see. Hey, Goose, I swear to Bob, honey, if you don't stop, I'm going to put you in the crate. You're being a little much here, and you're being rude. You sent it to my messaging, huh? Yes, there you are. Okay, I see you. I see it now. And that is for your husband, correct? Okay, let me close this door real quick so we don't have as many distractions. I should probably get like her Kong and put like peanut butter in it or something so she will have something to do for a minute and stop attacking me for food. She might be hungry. So right off the bat I get from her, she's more of a serious person when it comes to this kind of thing. She's kind of looking at me like, what are you doing? Are you trying to ask me a question? And I'm like, yes. And she's kind of in shock that I can see her and that I can talk to her. And sometimes they do this. It's kind of cute. I think it's funny. Especially when it's grandmas or mothers. Is this your grandmother? Kayla's hubby? Because I feel like, ooh, you got lots of smoke coming at you. she's, I don't know if she spoke English or not, but she's very much so coming at me. And it sounds like she has some sort of an accent when she says things. I think she may have spoken English, but there's an accent, and in her accent is some, I don't know if she's Italian or what, but she's like very adamant. And she's kind of like, of course he would want to talk to me right now. Of course he would. And I don't feel like this is anything negative at all. I think this is just her personality coming through. It's kind of one of the things they do for a confirmation that it's them, is their personality. Your husband's name is Gary. Okay, so, and she's very serious, and like I said, she's kind of like, okay, so what am I supposed to do? How do I? She's kind of trying to figure out how to do this. Is part of it. So just like, you know, my spirit guides are talking to her. They're letting her know how this works, how we do this, and she's kind of like, oh, okay. She's very excited about it too, now that she's realizing that she can actually talk to you, and okay, so I'm getting 3 different things all of a sudden in a picture, and I'm not sure which one is like, I'm not sure exactly what it's supposed to mean, but instantly I see like an arm with bracelets on it, and then I see it reach out and I see it take your hand, Gary, and I feel like it's holding your hand. This hand with bracelets on it is holding your hand, and it's a very strong connection between you and her, and in that moment. And I feel like you felt, whenever this happened in your life, whatever this was, it's like a memory that you have and a memory that she has, where when she takes your hand, there's this like almost electric energy that goes through you too. And I don't know if this if this literally is when she was you know, in bed and she was getting ready to pass, and she was able to, maybe you were not able to hold her hand, and that's why she's showing you this. But either way, I don't know if that's what that is. I just don't know exactly what's happening, but I do know that that's what I'm seeing. If that makes sense to you. Bye, Love Advice Show. Thanks for coming and hanging out. See you soon. Ooh, I would love to do Viking style throwing axes. Yes, you do, Southern. Yes, you do. But does that make sense to him at all, Kayla? Okay. She's also talking about a pony. Why is she talking about a pony? I don't understand. Like pony rides. I see what looks like him on a pony, and it makes it's a different kind of feeling than I would feel like if it was at a fair or something. I feel like it's something a little bit different, more like something at home or in a familiar area, a familiar place. So there's like a pony ride of some sort, if that makes sense. And she wants him to know that she's doing just fine. She's doing very well over there. She does come by, and there are times when he is, I feel like he'll be driving or something like that, and she'll pop into his head, and he will have a moment when he's alone by himself, whether or in the shower or something, and he will start crying, and then he'll feel what feels like her energy just kind of enveloping him, and it just, in a way, it makes him cry more, and then it makes him stop crying, because it's like that familiarity from her of that feeling of energy that she used that he used to get from her when he was around her. That all is together, and it helps him to calm down. And she wants him to know that that really is him when she's doing this. That is her when she's doing this. That she's doing it to him and with him, and she's there with him in those moments. There's also something about a book. I can't tell if it looks like a picture book, so I don't know if she left what is that called? I just brain farted really bad. A photo book, like you have.
Photo album.
Photo album. Thank you. My wonderful boyfriend over there. helping me with my brain farts. So a photo album that you open and it has pictures of her in it along with pictures of him, and I don't know if she made it or if he received it. It just has a bunch of pictures of her in it, but when he goes and he stops and he goes through it sometimes, she is there with him. And what is that nickname? Okay, so she's calling you a nickname and I can't tell what it is. It sounds like Chico or something like that. Like she would say, I love you, Chico, or something like that, but I don't know what that nickname is. It sounds similar to that, but that's not it. I know that's not it. It's not Chico, because when I say it, she goes, no. So whatever it is, it's similar to that. And that's the sound that I hear, but it's not very perfect in my ears. I can't quite hear exactly what the word is, but it sounds like Chico. Yes, you are, Tars, you are. You are after Kayla's hubby. See? And then Poku, if he's still here. So, Mr. G's. Oh, that's so funny. I knew it wasn't Chico, but it had that kind of sound. I couldn't figure out what it was. That's a funny one. Okay, I've never heard that one. That one's hysterical. No wonder I had no clue. I was like, this is not right. I know this is not right, but what is the sound she's making? Mr. G's. And she says that I don't know. Part of me feels like you weren't there when she passed, but part of me feels like there was a connection between you two when she passed. So I don't know if it and usually I will get, he wasn't there, so I went and I said hi to them. I usually get that, you know, and they'll show me exactly what happened. But this time I just keep seeing her hand and your hand locked together, but I feel like you felt like you didn't get a chance to say your goodbye. And I don't know if that's because when you finally did get to her that she was unconscious or unable to respond, and you felt like you were unable to communicate with her that your goodbyes. So I don't know if that's what was going on or what, but I feel like something like that was happening in order for this to be so almost confusing in my mind, like a contradiction, if that makes sense. I'm going to wait for an answer because I don't want to move on without making sure that they're getting this information. And I'm going to take a bite. Okay. So all of that makes sense for you. Okay. Okay, and so she is saying that she loves you very dearly. She still does. She always will. She's still there with you at times. She does come and go, so you don't always feel her right with you. But you are definitely one of the people that she goes to often, and she messes with you as well. I feel like it has something to do with the bedding or something, and I feel like a corner of the bed pops off or something like that of the bedding. Like whether it's the fitted sheet or the other sheet or something, it just like lifts up, and I feel like that's her just messing with you, because I feel like she was such a perfectionist with in life, with like making your bed and having everything perfect and straight, that she is doing it on purpose because it's kind of the opposite of what she would do. So it's kind of a silly thing. Okay. So just so everybody knows, I have a queue going, and Mary, you are after Poku, Poku, and then Adrian, you will be after Mary. Okay? And just so everybody knows, if you do donate, you do get pushed up to the front of the line, just so you know. And next is Tars. Of course, positive for life. Yes, yes, yes. Hello, Nina. How are you? You're very welcome. You're very welcome. I hope that was healing and it was helpful for you guys. I don't need to know what your signs are. I don't study that kind of stuff. I don't study any of this stuff. I just talk to the other side. So, let me see what my handy dandy little pendulum says, Tars. So, Tarsum would like to know, if he fails his exam, is he going to Canada? Can you please show me bigger so everybody can see it? Yes. I don't know if you can see that. It's coming towards you. It's going this way. And that's a yes. So it does say that you will be going to Canada if you fail. But I hope you pass. Yeah, Taurus, I don't know if you saw me earlier, but I don't know anything about that. I'm probably one of the most logical spiritual people you'll meet, because I don't go and I don't study all the little things and how this works. In fact, I still don't even know like tarot card meanings, because I don't study them. I just go off of energy and then what the book says for the tarots, and then I go off of the energy and stuff like that for the mediumship, the spiritual, the spirit guides, and the spirit animals, and then anything else. All right. I'm doing very well, Nina. I'm doing very well, thank you. Yes, I hope you pass. I don't know. I feel like you will pass, as long as just put that work in, put that energy into your studying, and you'll be just fine. Okay. Oh, yes, of course I can pull a card for you, Tars. It's still your read, so I can, of course, pull a card for you. What does Tars need to hear today? What does Tars need to hear today? I'm at the point where I might switch up my my cards. I got a whole bunch of them back there, so might as well use one of my other favorites. Good afternoon, Thorgram. How are you? Oh, all right. I don't think that was part of it. I think these three were. So, ooh, these are new cards for the day. Look at that, Tars. Look at that. You got some new cards for the day. You got the Seeker of Visions. I think that's Fabio with a harp. Come on, everyone. Come on. Fabio is now playing the harp. Who isn't excited about this? Just kidding. You got the Three of Boons, and you got what looks like either dwarves or trolls. I think that's a dwarf. And then you got the Four of Spells. All the spells. We have all the spells. Okay, the Seeker of Visions. There is your Fabio on a harp there, Tars. Oh, don't worry. I don't know what they mean either. That's why I'm going to read you their stories. So there's your Fabio on a harp. The Seeker of Visions returns every day to this forest lake where once he caught sight of a woman more beautiful than his most beautiful dreams. From that moment on, his heart was enthralled. Dazzled by the sunlight on the water and confused by mists that rose as if by magic, it seemed to him that she transformed herself into a fish and disappeared below the surface of the lake. He played his harp and sings with the voice of an angel, hoping to lure her back, hoping for one more glimpse of the glimmering girl who captured his imagination. If this card doesn't represent a particular person, it can mean unrequited love, a sense of spiritual purpose, or a desire for a more artistic life. The character traits are that it's idealistic, it's romantic, it's visionary, poetic, gallant, follows his heart, and is a Prince Charming. So he is talking about looking into the future for that thing, and it kind of seems to run away from his mind all the time. Like he's like, oh, I can grasp it, I can grasp it, I can grasp it, and it's just gone. And then he just keeps going for it and seeking it and seeking it. And one day, eventually, something is going to happen. So let's go to the Three of Boons. We have not gotten any boons today, so I'm kind of excited because I kind of like the boons. The boons, they always have silly stories, I think. So there's your Three of Boons. And here's your Three of Boons here, so we'll read it. In a cozy cottage, excuse me, let me start over and reread this to you. In a cozy forest cottage, three friends are working together to make a potion. The earth goblin sorts through the mushrooms she gathered. She lives close to the ground and has a keen eye for each growing thing's usefulness. The old witch brews and bottles the potion. She sprinkles a good pinch of enchantment, adding power to the pot as she stirs. The raven writes out the spell instructions and affixes them to bottles that will be sealed with beeswax. Her expertise comes from the poetry from instinct. These friends are here to remind you that even the smallest task, sorting mushrooms for instance, can contribute to a greater purpose, especially if it's done with a happy and willing heart. Offer your skills to projects that can use them, and don't be shy about asking others to collaborate on your own projects as well. Many hands make light work, as the saying goes, and they also make the work much more fun. So, meaning at a glance is cooperation, separate parts adding up to a greater whole, and fruitful times in happy company. So that one I feel like has to do with you and your studying. It might have to do with maybe having other people help you study. Do something like this, or like a video chat type thing, or a group that, I don't know where you can do it other than on Facebook, but I'm sure there's places you can do, like, or on Discord, right? You do it on Discord, I know you can do it there. And have your friends help you and you all study together, so something like that. And then you've got the Four of Spells. The Four of Spells. There it is. So there's the card, and here's the book. And then we will read this story. So this is a different kind of tarot that I'm using right now. It's a story tarot, so you don't. So just so you guys understand why I'm reading all these stories, because it's each card is like its own story, which is why I got this deck. It's very different. It's kind of cool. They're all stories. So a party of flowers, sprites, makes its way to the top of the fairy mound at twilight to join those already gathered there. It is their annual reunion when each woodland flower clan is represented and honored. Some other forest beings, namely the trolls, scorn such festivities, which in their eyes have served no practical purpose. But ritual is important. It is remembering to reconnect with what is most precious. Gathering with friends and family, setting aside any quarrels or strife, benefits everyone. Fritillaria and Lovenimus can resume their argument tomorrow. Tonight is just for dancing. This card says, it's time to party! It's time to party! Whether in recognition of a milestone such as a birthday or other rite of passage, an achievement that deserves to be honored, or just having made it through some hard times, create a celebration that expresses the delight you have in living. Giving some structure to your merriment makes it more meaningful and memorable. Dressing as your favorite flower, for example. Meaning at a glance is a time of celebration, a ritual, a rite of passage, recognition of family and community, and a reunion. So, I don't know why, but I feel like this means that you might have something to celebrate very, very soon. Stop eating my food. Go away. No.
Seriously, stop it. Leave it alone.
So, your Fabio gentleman here is telling you that you have something that you are reaching for, you're trying to get, which we know that you're trying to get do this test and move forward with that, right? So we know that you have this going for you. And then you have don't you just no matter how menial the task might seem, just get it done, just do it. And if you need to have other people help you to make it more fun, bring them in, have them help you, have a good time, and then celebrate the things that you do. Celebrate the things that you do, no matter how silly or no matter how silly it might seem to you, celebrate it. Actually take the time to have a little bit of a party for yourself. Even if you go out and you get a cake and you eat it by yourself, celebrate that moment. But the God don't want me to. Hi, Paku. Paku, you are next. Cursed Child 69 wants to know if it is alright if I get a reading. Of course you can get a reading. Okay, you are next, Paku. Let me Tarks, if your spirit guides don't want you to drink alcohol, don't drink alcohol. Mine don't want me to drink, my body doesn't want me to drink alcohol, so I don't. But if your spirit guides don't want you to drink alcohol, don't drink alcohol. Party, though. You can still party. You don't need alcohol to party. You have you, and you is all that's needed. Have a good time. Enjoy life. Make it a moment of joy and fun and all kinds of other things. Goose, you're going to get yourself into trouble. Stop it. Get your toy. Get your toy. Let's see here. So, Cursed Child is... Okay, and just so you all know, if you guys would like to go to the front of the line, you can always donate and you'll be put to the front of the line. But right now, it is Paku's turn. So, we've done Cosmic, Kayla's had, Tars, and now we have Paku. Paku. There you go. There you go. But have a good time. Uh-oh. What happened here? Oh, I see what I did. Okay. Let's see here. And it's Paku's turn, and then it will be Mary's turn. And Paku, what did you ask? Let me go back and look. I have a Romeo and Juliet situation with my soulmate. Is there a chance for us? Thanks. I will return to rewatch later when I get home. Okay. That sounds good. I will. Pull you some cards then, my dear. Romeo and Juliet. Oh, so your families don't want you to be together. Right? Okay. Alright, what is... Woo! Your cards just jumped right out of the deck. Oh, look. See, like I said, it's always so weird because the same cards always come up in readings. Like, the same energy from the readings will come up. So you've got the Four of Spells. You got the Starlight. And this time, you got the Ace of Visions. So let's start with the Ace of Visions since we haven't done that card yet. We just did the Four of Spells, right? Wasn't that one of the ones we just did? So let's look up the Ace of Visions so she knows. So there's your Ace of Visions. The enchanted ally for visions is the swan. Renowned for their grace and beauty, swans are also powerfully strong, fierce, and faithful in love. They mate for life in marriages that may last 20 years. Swans are emotional and expressive creatures, calling out in triumph when they roust an enemy, emitting one last lament as they leave this life. The swan says, "As a dream is a wish your heart makes." The swan's gift to you is a tiny enchanted pool in a secluded glade where the water is still. It becomes a magic mirror. All that you desire is reflected here, and most importantly, so is your own true self. You have nothing to fear from this. Your swan knows that your true self is noble, pure, and beautiful. Meaning a glance is serenity, compassion, spirituality, kindness, a new way of seeing, a gift of love, and water element. This is perfect for you because I think that this love that you are dealing with is one that might be the right one. So do you see how when she looks down, she sees herself as a queen and has the necklace of royalty and all this happening. But here you don't quite see it. That's because in this magical pool, what your intent is, what your intentions are, right? Whatever it is that you visualize will actually come true. So she's visualizing it, she's seeing it in the pond, in the water, and then that will actually happen to her. So that is what this is talking about. So allow yourself to envision yourself in the moment that you want. See it as if it's actually there. Manifest it yourself. And then you have the 4 of spells, which this is also taught. Remember the party that he was talking about? It's time to party. It's time to party. Yeah, allow yourself to have that party for yourself, for a moment where you are moving forward in whatever it is that you need in your life. Allow yourself to have that party. Push it forward. I feel like in this time with what's going on in the world and not always being like stuck at home, we feel like we don't get. That's why I think that card keeps popping out, because we all feel like we just don't have that ability to push and get and have those moments of celebration like we would want. But I feel like it keeps coming out saying, hey, it's time now. It's time. And then the Starlight card. Where is it? There's the moonlight. There's the Starlight. Okay. So there's the Starlight card again, so you can see it. So so these are the elves. They're looking at the trees and looking at the stars beyond, and allowing the stars to come in and show them their bright lights and their vision from the future, the positive vision from the future. So the grove of beech and linen trees that are much beloved of the woodland elves, call them Elerina, crowned with stars. Close your eyes and listen to the ethereal voices. They sing of ages past, with laments for the fallen and exultations of the illustrious. Exultations of the illustrious. They sing of the patterns of destiny they perceive from the vantage point of immortality. They sing of the stars themselves, whose light still reaches us long after their lives are extinguished. The elves sing of hope. Troubles and tyrants come and go, but the stars shine ever on. Starlight comes to reassure you that everything happens for a reason, even if you can't perceive it now. Time and distance will bring the pattern of light. For now, breathe in the beauty of this moment and pour out your song upon the evening air. So this is definitely telling you, just be patient and wait and know that the light, even though the light from the stars may be very distant, but we still see the light, and some of those stars right now are gone, but we're still seeing the light because it came to us from billions of years ago, right? And that light is still coming forward and coming to you. And I feel like for you, this is saying you're going to have what it is that you need and you want. The light is the highest vibrational energy in the world, or in the universe, so that light and that high vibrational energy is going to bring in for you the good things that you want. Okay, Paku? There you go. Yay. And then Mary, quite contrary. How does your garden grow? With silver bells and cockle shells and Mary bells all in a row. Yes, and the stars do write it. Yes, they do. Oh, yes, they do. Oh, Mary, there's a card for you. So, Cursed Child, my sister got me 4 crystals yesterday for a late birthday present. Oh, that's so sweet. Oh, there's another one for you. Oh, my. Oh, you got one of my favorite cards there. Miss Mary. What is the deck called? The deck is called The Enchanted Forest by Lunia Weatherstone. I'm going to be doing a review on this deck pretty soon here on my YouTube channel. So, Mary, my dear Rakowski, is saying, will I get a lot of money to get through the winter very soon? Is that the question you still wanted, Mary? Hello, Mazetitia? I don't know how to say your name. I'm Anna from Argentina. Can I ask a question? Yes, of course you can. Let me put you down. Just so you know, anybody who does donate will be put to the top of the list. It's also in my description. But and so you have 1, 2, 3. You have 4 people in front of you, Anna from Argentina. Okay. Let me see. What does Mary need to hear? Okay. All right. So you got the Seeker of Challenges. This is one of my favorite cards. The Strength, and of course I like it because of the wolf. And then you have the Six of Visions. So I am going to start with the Seeker of Challenges. That was the first one that popped out for you right off the bat when I said your name. Hi, Eatsbury. How are you? I'm doing pretty good. You know. Seeker of Challenges. There he is, the Black Knight right there with the white raven on his shield there. An enormous knight stands immovably on the forest path. I'm sorry, I just remember from the movie where they're like, "You shall not pass, 'tis but a scratch." Anyway, the white raven blazoned on the shield and the iron feathers on his back armor declare him to be the Seeker of Challenges. His helm conceals his face, but the sword in his hand and the readiness of his stance speak of menace. His war horse dances with impatience at a safe distance from the proposed battle. The Seeker of Challenges is not going to let you pass. He is spoiling for a fight, determined to find trouble or make it himself. If this card does not represent a particular person, it could indicate a situation that has reached an impasse, a breakdown in diplomacy, or a movement toward war. The character traits are aggressive, forceful, skilled at confrontation, sharp-witted, sardonic, loyal in the martial sense, and can't be bribed. And then you got Strength, my dear. This one is the one you need to hold on to, not the other one. So this is probably what's going to happen, and what's happening in your life right now is just this moment of, okay, I have there's something fighting against me. I can't move. I'm frustrated by this. This is ridiculous what I'm going through. And I think it does have to do with your finances. And then there's this card that you need to hold on to with your dear life, and that is Strength. Okay? So Strength says, once upon a time, a young girl walked into the vast and fearsome forest. She went of her own volition, and she wore a crimson cloak that made her easily visible to any creature that might observe her progress through the dark woods. Ooh, Little Red Riding Hood. And indeed, once upon a time, a great wolf was watching her. You might think you know the rest of the story. Deception, violence, vengeance. That tale is meant to warn children not to go into the woods, or seek adventure, or trust a wolf. Once upon a time, 2 mighty hearts found the strength to change the story. The wolf refused to harm or betray the maiden. She refused to hate or fear the wolf. Nor did she tame him. She loved him for his wild self. She found a home in the forest and grew old there, and the magical wolf was always at her side. Strength is being firmly grounded in who you are, having courage for the tasks given to you, and knowing the source of that courage. Rather than letting circumstances defeat you, reach within yourself and draw forth the strength to make changes, face challenges, and move forward courageously. You don't do this by brute force, but through love. Strength comes from trusting your heart. And that is self-knowledge. The meaning at a glance is self-knowledge, courage, and fortitude reserves the inner strength, bonds of loyalty, and love. So that is Strength. Now, there's more to this. So don't go anywhere, because I know where this is going. So 6 of Visions. I know exactly where this is going. I know it. I'm so excited for you. Don't get upset yet. Six of Visions. There we go. There she is in all her glory. All the golden afternoon, a child comes to her secret spot by the river, bringing her book and her imagination. She is absorbed, enchanted, blissfully lost in her beloved stories. She doesn't even notice the forest creatures and magical beings all around her, though it wouldn't surprise her to see they are real, for she believes in them fervently. These hours are the foundation of her lifetime's ideas about happiness. As long as she can find her way into the forest or lose herself in a book, she will always be the child of dreaming eyes of wonder. When she grows up, let me rephrase this. Let me read it properly. When we grow up, we're expected to put away childish things and settle down to take life seriously. But we are never too old to live an enchanted life. This card is a reminder that the child you once were is still a part of you. What was magic what was magic then is still magic today. All you have to do is open your mind to it. Your old friends from books and your imagination are close at hand, waiting for you to come by for a picnic by the river. Meaning at a glance is memories of childhood, nostalgia, the way you were before cynicism or bitterness touched you. Okay? Now this is really, 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 okay. Here's what these are saying. This is so exciting. Okay, so this is what you're dealing with right now, right? You're dealing with this guy who's just an asshole. He won't move. He's like, screw you. You're going to fight me. And you are then given this card to remind you of your inner strength, because you are stronger than you think you are, first of all. But second of all, if you stand there and you start realizing that you have the ability within you, that magic ability within you to use the love and throw away the fear that this guy's bringing to you, throw that fear aside, right? And realize that the situation, it might be dire and it might be really, really bad. But take this strength and go to the next card, which is find that thing that you wanted to do as a child. What was that thing? What was that brought you that magic when you were a kid? What was the ideas you had for what you wanted to be when you grew up? And start walking towards that and start allowing yourself to open up a little and stop being so afraid of this guy, and take that strength and move forward and do that thing. Because right now, what do you got to lose? Seriously, what do you have to lose? Nothing. Take those steps forward in that thing you wanted to do when you were a kid, whatever it was. I don't care if it was to be a tea party, you know, go and do little tea parties for kids and make a business out of it because that's what you wanted to do. Do it. Run forward with it. Take your imagination and let it take you and have the strength to move forward with it, because you have nowhere, there's nothing else, right? So try it. Just see where it goes. Okay? All right, so who's next? Adrian. Adrian is next after Mary. So does that make sense for you, Mary? Okay, so Anna. I am doing good, Eatspree. How are you? All right, Adrian. Someone I caught in my life has been trying to extend an olive branch of sorts. I'm hoping for some guidance on how to handle this situation with this person. Thank you. Pretty Ashley, will me and Aiden ever be in a romantic relationship? I don't know, but I can put you on my, okay, so Itzbree is after Anna. And then Pretty Ashley. Oh, and Rebecca. I'm sorry, Rebecca, I totally missed you. So, oh no, I missed people. Hold on, let me double check here. Make sure I'm not missing anybody. So it was Poku, Mary, Adrian, Positive for Life, and then Cursed Child, and then Anna, and then Itzbree. Wait, no, before Itzbree. No, it's Itzbree, and then Tracy. So Tracy is after Itzbree, and then Ashley. And then Rebecca. just so you can see what I'm dealing with here. You guys can see. So down here is Adrian, and then we go up to the top over here, and then it's Positive for Life, Cursed Child, Anna, Eats Free, and then Tracy, you got thrown in there, sorry, and then Ashley and Rebecca, okay? So, we are on Adrian. Somebody in their life is extending an olive branch and they want to know how to deal with the situation. Adrian, what does Adrian need to hear? What does it, you know what? I'm changing up my cards. So this first card is going to be from a deck that is called The Universe Has Your Back. Unless you really wanted the other cards, which I'm fine with going back to them. I have no problem. But I just was drawn to pull these cards at this point. So I think that's because of you, Adrian. So I'm going to pull this card for you right off the bat. And then I'll pull some from the other deck. But this one will have words. So it will, I don't know why I'm being drawn to it. So we will see. What does Adrian need to hear from this deck? What does Adrian need to hear from this deck? Okay. What does Adrian need to hear from me? Woo! Woo! All right. Alrighty then. So, true healing occurs when I give myself permission to feel whatever feelings live below the triggers. If this person triggers you, right? Give yourself permission to feel the actual feelings that happen beneath the trigger. Like they triggered you by contacting you, right? So all these emotions come up, but you haven't even figured them out yet. You haven't figured out what those emotions are. So start thinking about, okay, why does this trigger me? And kind of go backwards on it. And then, hi Beryl, yes you can. I will write you down. And remember, if you would like to be put at the top of the list, you can donate to my my pay, and then I will do that. Aid. And this one says, the moment I embrace my peace within and surrender the outcome is the moment that the universe can truly get to work. And then this one says, the more energy and intention I bring to my faith, the more fearless and free I am. There we go. I don't know if it's completely there. Oh, of course I moved it as soon as it started to get it. There we go. Okay, so these things are, but the trigger one is the main one. I know that that's the main one, saying, hey, you need to take the time to let those triggers, to think about the trigger and think about why they're triggering you. What is it about this person that triggers you so much? And then I'm going to pull from my handy dandy patch tarot. This deck is really, really pretty. This is my first deck I ever got. I did not think I would ever do any tarot readings in my life. And then this deck, I saw it online and from Spirit Science, which is one of my favorite places to go for. Woo! One of my favorite places to go from online to just find spiritual stuff to watch or do there on YouTube here. So, or on YouTube, whether if you're on YouTube. And this is for our dear Adrian. What does she need to know? What does she need to hear about this situation? And her triggers and what's going on. How is she going to deal with those triggers? What does she need to know? What does she need to hear today? Let me see here. I'm going to mix them up a little bit, so maybe we can loosen up some of these cards and give your card a chance to come out a little bit better. Huh? Well, there's one. Oh, no, there's two. Okay. Ha ha ha! You got one of my all-time favorite cards. Yes. Okay. So you got the Seven of Cups, which is definitely telling you that some of this is definitely an illusion. Now, the important thing to remember about this card is that sometimes you're the one that's allowing the illusion to happen in your head, and sometimes it's the other person who's allowing the illusion to happen. So this illusion can be from your own head, or it can be from somebody else being deceitful. So I'm going to read it for you real quick. The Seven of Cups is what it is. There it is. Okay, so there is only one path of the heart. However, finding it may be difficult, as the mind can easily play tricks on you and get confused by the shimmer and seduction of the outside world. Only one pathway will take you where you want to go, and to know the path, you need only feel attuned to the information within your heart. So you need to listen to your heart and find out, okay, is this someone that I really, really want to have this relationship with? Or am I just trying to tell myself that I do because we have a lot of familiarity in the past. We had a lot of things that did happen that were kind of good, but I'm also feeling these things that I just don't want to have anything to do with them anymore. So listen to your heart. Listen to that heart saying, what is this trigger? What am I feeling? Why am I feeling this? Look back deep in it. And then, you got my favorite card. I actually want this, like, in a poster in my, I might even get a poster and have it put up behind me, because this is kind of me. If you could literally draw me in a picture, that would be it. That would be the picture. There we go. There she is. She's so pretty. So she is the Princess of Swords. She's a very, very strong soul. All right. When you draw the Princess of Swords, the invitation to ground and materialize your ideas by whatever means possible. This is the application of thought to the physical world with a practical and potentially destructive nature. As you bring your ideas into form, do not take heed of the old way of being. Allow the new way to override the old. Fear not the destruction that this will bring. It is the princess's nature as she embodies the birth of the new. So she's very much so telling you, you need to let go of the expectation of everything to be perfect. She is a very strong individual. She comes in and she takes she takes her sword and she drives it into whatever she needs to drive it into. But do you see down here how it's in these little rings right here? So this is these are called the Circle of Life design, and it's on the earth. So she's coming in and she's saying, I'm grounding myself here in this circle of life. I'm going to be here in this moment. And whatever happens, happens. Some things are going to be destructive. Some things are going to be not ever be able to be repaired. And I believe that this is definitely telling you that with the illusions and with the question you're asking me and with the other thing saying what triggers you, right? And then this, and then her, I do believe that whatever your decision is, it is going to cause that destruction, but don't be afraid of that destruction, because it's going to help you to move forward in your growth and in your healing as an individual in your spiritual journey. Okay, so allow yourself to have that moment that's for you, and she knows who she is, so she's going to stand firm in who she is, and she's going to stand strong no matter what's going on. This is her soul, this is her spirit, and she is strong in that. She is very, very, very powerful. She's my favorite. She's my absolute favorite card of any deck I've ever seen in my entire life. This particular one, even the Princess of Swords and other decks, nothing compared to this one. Oh, love that card. If I could embody myself in a card, that would be it. You're very, very welcome, Adrienne. I was reading Adrienne, Anna. So the next person is Positive for Life. Are you still here? Positive for Life. Oh, Tars, I'm so glad that I helped you. Well, that's what I'm here for. That's my job. That's what I'm here for. That's why I think that I don't do a lot of the studying that probably a lot of people do, because I feel like then I'm not coming from me. I'm not coming from you know, spirit coming in with coffee and coming through and letting you know what you need to hear, then I'm coming from me, right? And what I know and what I've studied. So I must know. No, I'm coming from, this is all spirit. I'm just a walkie-talkie. That's all that I am. My guides are urging me to a surprise visit to CB this week. Are you sure that's your spirit guides and not your ego? Let's ask. Let's just ask right off the bat. Okay, Positive for Life is her guides are urging her to a surprise visit to CB this week. Is this true? Is Positive for Life's guides urging her to CB? So I'm getting a yes. So okay, that's an agreement. And then can you ask Spirit, what's the outcome of seeing him? Let's see here. Let's pull up my handy dandy little Hotch tarot card. Woo! Here's one card. Okay, so you got that popped out right away, the Three of Wands, which is talking about purpose and having a reason for something. And then you got the Ten of Wands, which is talking about resolve and having something come together and save you from something. So let's go to the Three of Wands just to double check. There we go. There's the wands. This book is so tiny. So tiny. I need to get my glasses to read all of this. Okay. The Three of Wands. The end goal or destination of the will has become realized. It is no longer just a manifestation of the will, but the will reaching a purpose, a destiny it moves towards. This is still a pathway that you must move through, and with the Three of Wands, you now know where you're going. So Three of Wands is telling you have actually reached this place, and that's what this visit is going to be about. You reaching that place of purpose, moving forward with it, no matter what that purpose is. Saying, hey, this is where I'm going next in my life. This is what's happening, and this is the purpose that I have for this thing. And it might not even have anything to do with the person that you're going to meet. It might have to do with you going into a store and somebody says, hey, do you want to work here or something? So it can be something like that too. This thing is all cattywampus right now. Hold on. There, okay. Now it's more comfortable. Okay, and then you got the Ten of Wands, which is talking about, that's the Ten of Wands, and she's got the fire, and then notice the person in the cage down there. Come on. Or the bird. I think it's a bird. Come on. I need to have, maybe I should do something like this. Maybe that will help with this situation here. So sometimes I feel like you need to see what's going on with these cards, but you can't if it's not even going to focus. There you go. Now you can see the bird. So it's a phoenix pulling a little bird out of the cage. So there's something about that in this. So Ten of Wands says, fire in its most raw and physical sense is depicted by an uncontrolled, destructive burning, which is experienced as an overbearing force or a relentless thirst that is entirely ruled by chaos. Yet in this we find the seed of renewal, for just as a forest fire may seem horrific in the moment, it is necessary to bring rebirth to the forest by bringing richness to the soil and life back to the earth. The spirit of the phoenix finds itself free from its confined cage by the passage of death itself, for the key of this card is resolve. With great resolve, we can go the distance. We can transmute any difficult affair and overcome our challenges, finding resolution to all that we set out to achieve. The determination in your heart will bring resolve to the changes you face. Here you have an opportunity to allow a great transition to take place. The seeds of fertility will burst forth from the ashes of the fire, and the phoenix in your heart will rise again. However, in this moment, the labor to get there may be difficult, even painful. There is so much to do, and how can you do it all yourself? You may consider this a good thing or a bad thing, but ultimately your perspective will determine your experience. You have a number of ways of making it through, and the fire burning within you not only supports you on your journey, but if you let your ego burn up along with it, it reveals a renewed and reborn you. Just remember to take account of all that you have created thus far, and that you can, and so that you do not lose your way as you enter into a new cycle. Okay. Hi, Day Day. How are you? Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. Yay. Okay. Those are your cards. I hope that was helpful for you and helped you to heal. And how many people are in my queue? The real would like to know. So I just did Positive for Life. I'm going to be doing Cursed Child, so I have that many people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Before I get to you, Gabrielle. Buddy, and like I said before, if you would like to donate, then you can get ahead in the queue. You can be the very next in the queue if you donate. And if so that's my PayPal for anybody who would like to do that. And let me go over here and put it in on this one. You're going to hear me talk for just a second, but hold on just 1 minute and I will start. There we go. Is it still, did it stop? Oh no, it says I'm still live. Okay, so it's, there we go. Okay. Okay, Day Day, I am doing great, thank you, Day Day. My purpose equals nurturing to help with him through this tough time. It very well could be, I don't know exactly what's happening, but it very well could be that to help him, or it could be the nurturing that you need to do for yourself. I feel like this is more to you, about you, and how it's going to help you. So don't think of it as for him, think of it as for you. And what are the things that you need to do to help yourself? And then by helping yourself, you'll be able to help him. And Cursed Child, you are next, and you asked, should I follow my dreams and passions at this moment? I want to say yes without even looking. I'm just going to tell you right now, yes, this is the time to do it, and here's why. We are in the middle of a pandemic. The whole world is not sure what they're going to do next. There's all these things happening financially, throughout the world. Like, nobody knows what the next thing is. So right now is the time to jump in and find that passion that is yours and that you love. Because what else are you going to do? Think about it. What else do you have to fall back on? Whatever, you know. So give it a shot. Give it a try. If you don't try, you will never know if you were able to do it. And that is one of the life hacks from Bruce Lee. And let me see if I can pull that. I can find it, and then I can put it here so you guys can see it, because I think is really important. This is one of the things that no matter who you are on the planet, you can go through this and you can find something that you can work on in these 19 things or 17, 19 things that Bruce Lee talks about, and he talks about life hacks. anyway, I'm going to show you that, and then I will pull your cards. But I think that this is really important for you to see. So, let me come over here, and then I will show you what it is so you can see. Yes. All right, so here we go. I will show you. And this is for you. I'm a life path 11. Okay. Like I said, I don't know about any of that stuff. I'm not into all that. I'm going off of your energy. Hi, Girl Power. Please add me to the list today. Okay. Girl Power. Okay. And then let me go to this again. So I can show you. So keep pushing yourself. That's really important. There are no limits. There are no plateaus. But you must not stay. I mean, there are no limits. There are plateaus, but you must not stay there. And this is actually the one I was thinking of. You must go beyond them. If it kills you, it kills you. A man must constantly exceed his level. Now, I don't think it should kill you, but I think his point here is it's not going to kill you to keep pushing yourself. You know what they say, if you want to reach the moon, aim for the stars, right? So keep going. There are no limits. Just keep pushing yourself beyond things you ever thought possible. And trust me, I was in the Army. Some other people in here, I don't know if they're still here or not, but some other people in here were in the Army as well. So we can tell you right here, right now, when you think you've reached your limit, you think you can't go anymore, you can. And you will. And we call it putting one boot in front of the other. Like when we're at our wit's end, we don't think we physically can go on anymore when it comes to like a ruck. You know, a 12-mile ruck while you have on a 50-pound rucksack or 30-pound rucksack. You know, a big thing that has a lot of weight on it. And you're walking this ruck. And you're doing it for 12 miles straight for 6 hours, right? However long it takes. And you're going and you're going and you're going. And you think, oh my gosh, I cannot hold this weapon any longer. You know, we hold our rifles. Can't hold this weapon anymore. I just can't do it. I can't do it. But you just keep putting that one foot in front of the other and doing the next thing you need to do, and you can. You don't realize it, but you can. So keep pushing yourself beyond what you think you can do. And be true to yourself, right? So don't do this for somebody else. Do it for you and who you are. And remember who you are. And be true to yourself. To fulfill one's life potential instead of wasting energy on attempting to actualize one's dissipating image, which is not real, and an expenditure of one's vital energy. What he's saying here is, in life, you know, what more can you ask for than to be real? To fulfill your personal potential instead of wasting your energy on what somebody else's image of what you should be is, which is not real, and it's not an extension of your vital energy. It's an extension of somebody else's. And we have great work ahead of us, and it needs devotion and much, much energy. You got to use your energy. You got to be devoted to it. You got to commit. Anyway, I will put this, if I can. I will put this. Okay, I will put this in the, if I can, if it would let me. It won't let me. Where can I put this so you guys can click on it and find it? Oh my god, because I don't know where. So a lot of people believe a lot of different things, like when it comes to life paths and things like that. That's all within your belief, and what you hold on to is what you are striving for. But for me, I don't ever look at any of that stuff. I just come from spirit and just say, this is the truth that I'm being given about your situation. So I don't know anything about life paths. I don't know anything about your astrology or anything like that. I don't study any of that. That's just not who I am. So I'm happy that you're on your life path 11, but that has nothing to do with what I just gave to you as far as how I gave it to you and how you should respond to it. You should still respond to it as if it's you responding to what Spirit is telling you need to do next. Okay? And that is definitely, oh, and I almost forgot to, right? So I need to pull your cards, right? Cursed child. Right, cursed child. I need to pull your cards. I need to pull your... I'm so happy, though, that you got, for your birthday, you got some stones. So I've got some tourmaline here, and I've got some, my selenite, and I've got my, oops, just dropped my white quartz. Where did it go? Holy crap. Oh, there it is. It really went flying. Okay, I got my white quartz. And that all helps to bring in that vibrant, high vibrational energy, and it helps to dispel all that negative energy so we don't worry about those things in the world that don't pertain to us and don't help us to grow as individuals. All right, so let me pull a card for you, Cursed Child. The Cursed Child, the Cursed Child. There's your card. Okay. The moment I embrace my peace within and surrender the outcome is the moment that the universe can truly get to work. These are such really cool cards. These are called The Universe Has Your Back. And let me see here. And then that one was right on top when I turned it over. And I was like, this is the one that asks about dreams and passions, right? Because this is your card today. This is your card for the day. Cursed Child, this is your card for the day. I am the dreamer of my dream. So dream it and move and run with it. Be happy. Okay, there you go, Cursed Child. I was doing Cursed Child, and then I am doing Anna. You are next. Anna, you are next. Anna. All right. Hello, Jessie Lou. How are you doing? Anna, let's see here. What do you need to hear today? Not from this deck, apparently. You need to hear from the tarot. Actually, you need to hear from my other tarot deck, I think. Is that okay with you? Would you like to go back to the story? The story tarot for you? Miss Anna. Beautiful, beautiful Anna from Argentina. Argentina, right? Did I say that right? Let's hope so. Well, I can't ask that. That's a third-party question. So, and the energy that I would be asking that from is from your energy, and sometimes that messes up the energy that is going to that person because I am not connecting to them. And I also don't like to do that because it's a third party and they have not okayed that. So, if they were there with you and you could prove to me that they were there with you and that they wanted to know this information for themselves, sure. But if they're not with you, then I don't feel like that's an appropriate question for me to ask as third party. So, you have a question for yourself? Do you have something you need to hear for yourself? If you want to, you can send them here and they can come hang out with us and enjoy the time and the coffee and the spirits and find out for themselves. Excuse my gigantic bite. Hallelujah. You must be typing a question because I just had a card fall out for you. Hello, Jessie Lou. No, I am not from the UK. Aid would like to know if they can get a reading. Yes, you will be after Girl Power. And then I think I'm going to have to cut it off after that because I've got like 7 people left. So, Aid, you will be my last. Just so you all know, those are the people that are left. So I have Anna, It's Bree, Tracy, Ashley, Rebecca, Beryl, Girl Power, and then Aid. And then I'll have to cut this off because I've been on here for 3 hours and it's time. It's time for me to go do, you know, the amazing things in the world. We're still waiting. We're waiting, Anna. We're waiting. While we're waiting, how are y'all doing? How's it going? Nice to meet you, Aid. Well, if you have a question, Aid, I will try and answer it. Hopefully. I don't think it will take me that long. I hope not. I've done lots and lots this morning. At least 20. At least 20. Which is amazing. Alma Susit. Hello, Alma Susit. How you doing? Alma Susit. Alma Susit. I might have to move on to the next one, Anna, if the question doesn't come up pretty soon, and then we can come back to you. But I feel like this might be taking a little too long. Uh-oh. It might be shutting me off. Maybe that's why. Skipped frames detected over last 2 minutes. It says detected skipped frames a few seconds ago. Lower your encoder settings. Ensure that you don't have any other applications open that are heavy on your CPU. Oh, hold on. Let me. Sometimes this stuff takes over my computer. Oh no. Tarf said, you're a very good person because you helped me. Otherwise, most of the people show their ego. I'm leaving. I was rewatching my read. It took me so long to watch that because my internet wasn't working. Oh, I'm so sorry, Tarf. Sometimes it doesn't want to. We are on Anna, Ashley. How come it didn't show you here, pretty Ashley? Oh, who are you? There it is. Hey, okay. No, it is there. All right. I want to know if I am deciding well with my love and relationships. Do I have to be alone? Let me see. Do I have to be alone? What does she need to hear? What does she need to hear? Let's see. What does Anna need to hear about whether or not she's going to be alone? Does she have to be alone? I don't feel like you have to be alone. I feel like part of that's your choice. Right off the bat, that's what I'm getting. So what does Anna need to hear today? I'm not getting much out of this deck. Okay. Well, I got the Eight of Boons a while ago on you, so let's see what that has to say. I got this one. So let's see what that has to say. So the Eight of Wands says the task is magic. The task of magically spinning nettles into gold was daunting at first. All stings and tingles, working against all sense to make something precious out of something so ordinary. Patiently, moving at the speed of learning, she threaded her spindles, running the fibers through her sensitive fingers as she spun. In time, she could see the progress of her skill. A snarled and fuzzy spindle where a gleam of gold was faintly seen. She is intent upon her task, and her confidence grows with each filled spindle. It takes time to become an adept in magical. It takes time to become adept, and magical skills are no easier to master than mundane ones. Practice leads to improvement, but dedication leads to excellence. Whatever your work is in the world, do it to the very best of your ability, and then some. Push past your comfort zone, but don't lose sight of the moment in striving towards an outcome. The learning process itself brings its own delights. Meaning at a glance is you're mastering a craft, meticulous work, increasing excellence, and passionate pursuits are their own reward. I feel like you are doing something like this. You're working really hard on something and you're putting a lot of effort into it. And you feel like you're going to be alone forever because you keep putting more effort into that than your relationships. But I feel like eventually once you start getting it down, you're going to find that you have freedom and you have time and you have energy to put into a relationship of some sort. So I would definitely not throw out any idea of having a relationship or that you have to be alone. But I think right now being alone and perfecting your task or you're mastering something, whatever it is what you need to do, and then after that go ahead and run on and look for somebody. And then the next person is It's Bree. Is It's Bree still here? It's Bree may not still be here. I haven't seen them for a while. It's Bree, are you here? Oh. Yes, we are on It's Bree, and you are right after him. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Tracy's first, if she's still here. And then it will be you. I don't see It's Bree for quite a while, actually. Will I study abroad in South Korea next semester was their question, so I will answer it. Will they study abroad? Will It's Bree study abroad in South Korea next year? Okay, ready? Let me put this down here so my arm is steadier because it will shake otherwise. Okay. Will It's Bree study abroad in North Korea next year? I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's going in a circle. So it's the answer to that is very dependent on the energy. So maybe it's dependent on the energy that's happening right now. So it seems like that energy could change depending on the situation that's happening. Hi, It's Bree. So this is on you. We're answering your question. South Korea. I'm sorry. No wonder it's like, well, I don't know. So confused. You said South Korea. All right. Will It's Bree study abroad in South Korea next year? No wonder it was like, I don't know. Okay, come on. Show us a little bit more. A little bit stronger. Is this yes, no, or maybe? Okay, it's a yes. It's finally starting to do it. Okay. It was like, wait, what? I guess that makes more sense, too. It said yes. So, have fun. I am sensing that there might be some financial issues with that. But I think you need to make sure that you do what you have to financially to keep that going forward in the right direction. So whatever it is you have to do to help with that financial situation, then make sure that that happens, because otherwise it could definitely become a no. Okay? Yes. So that's what I'm sensing, but make sure you keep up with that, and don't go, well, I don't really need to do this now because, you know, the pendulum said yes. No, it's going with the energy that you have right now. So keep it going, keep it moving, keep trying hard. Yep. Who is next? So it's Tracy. Tracy, are you still here? Tracy dear, where are you? I don't see you. Tracy. We're waiting for a Tracy, and then it will be Ashley, I promise. See, because I messed up last time. I missed Tracy when I said Asprey last time, or it's Bree, and but Tracy had asked before you, just so you know. So it's Tracy. That's why I had to do that. And then it will be you, Ashley. But I'm not seeing a Tracy. Tracy. Where did Tracy go? Oh, where did Tracy go? Tracy left us all, and she went on a walk. I don't see a Tracy. And Ashley is here, so I'm going to go ahead and do you, Ashley. What is your question? Let me go back up and see if I can find it. Probably not, so you might have to ask it again, because I think it might be way too far. Yeah, it's way too far up there. Yep. Ashley, I can't see your question. Yeah? I'm live, just so you know.
You just took shit under the counter.
What?
That's
not funny. Go clean that up.
No, I can't. That's the problem. You know the little hole in the corner of the counter there? He went in there, and I didn't see him go in there, but I heard him scratching around, and then he wiggled out.
Did you see that there was shit in there?
No.
Oh, well, look and see if there's food in there the ferret's brought in that he's trying to cover, because he covers food too.
Yeah, that's true.
Go check. Okay. Ooh, it is warm now. It is very warm. I might be taking my jacket off. Hello, all. Hello, world. Will me and Aiden ever get a chance to be in a romantic relationship? Oh, that's right. I forgot you were asking that. Ashley. Let me see. Well, I will ask the pendulum that question. Okay. Okay, let's see here. Will Ashley and Aiden ever get to be in a romantic relationship? I am getting an I don't know. So the energy there might be there for one, but not for the other. So the I don't know is happening because the situation is that the energies are not quite lining up yet. So, and it's like a maybe. So, that is your answer. Which I know is not a good answer, but it is at least one where you can say, okay, well, we're not sure yet what's happening. And the reason why that happens is because the energies are not lining up. Maybe he's not into it, or maybe he's not ready for it, but you are, or the other way around. Okay, stop. I'm on a live. What do you want? Well, he can come home. Okay. All right. You can come home, honey. All right. Love you. Bye. Okay. Okay, So that was Ashley. And then Rebecca, are you still here? Monet, you might have to wait for the next time I'm on live because I've been on for over 3 hours and I guess my son is coming home and I have 4 people left, so I can't add any more at all. But I have Rebecca next. Rebecca, are you here, Rebecca? Rebecca, are you here, Rebecca? You're very welcome, Ashley. And I'm sorry that that's the answer, but well, while we wait for Rebecca to say something, but yeah, you can come on next time, Monet. Don't worry. I mean, I just can't. I can't today. I just can't. It's just. I have to get off at some point. So anyway, what does Ashley need to hear? Oh, here's your card. I don't know if this is going to help you, but this deck is called The Universe Has Your Back, and so it's literally talking about universal love, and it says, when I lean toward love, I am led. So I'm not exactly sure 100%, other than I think that you should just kind of lay low, love yourself, and move forward with that, okay? And then go from there. And maybe when you start loving yourself, you'll realize that maybe this person doesn't treat you the way that you want to be treated, or maybe they do treat you exactly how you want to be treated. Either way, I would take the time to do that. Tamara, I have 4 people left, and I have to go. You can do it the next time I am live, though, for sure. For sure. But this time I have to go. Rebecca, are you still here, hon? If not, I'm going to move on. I'm giving you 30 seconds, Rebecca. And then I will move on to Beryl. Beryl, are you still here? Beryl, are you still here? Is that how you say that? Beryl? I'm hoping I'm saying that right. But yes, Tamara, next time you come on and I'm here for sure. Yes. But right now I kind of have, well, 3 people left now. And apparently my son is on his way, and he's 3, so I have to be available for him when he gets here. Beryl, are you still here? Beryl. And Girl Power and Aid, are you guys still here too? Girl Power and Aid? Girl Power. Girl Power. Let me see if you guys were, Was it food?
No.
Have you even done the dishwasher?
No.
Then why are you
You know the rules.
I'll play some Black myself first.
No.
Why?
Go do the dishes. Go do the responsible thing.
For zombies.
Be responsible.
No.
Teenagers. Let me tell you. There she is. There's Aid. Okay. So Aid's here. We will do Aid. Aid, what is your question, my dear? What is your question? And Kirschchild, I'm here and bored. I'm sorry you're bored. What is your question, Aid? What is your question? What did you need? What has the next 12 months have in store for me? Well, I'm not a psychic, but I can pull cards for you. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not a psychic, and usually I do 3 months in advance when I do readings. So I will try, but I don't promise you that this is going to be exactly what you it might not be the full 12 months, it might be the next 3 months. I'm just warning you right now. Because as a medium, I feel like I can't really, I'm not psychic. I'm just not a psychic. Can't tell the future very well. Trust me, I've tried for myself. But I don't do well at it. All right, Aid, what does the next 12 months have in store for her? Whatever it is, for them. Oh, there goes a card. Okay. Oh, and there's the other one. All right. These are good cards for even the next 12 months, I think. So, you got, I find a deeper meaning. I find a deeper meaning and spiritual and personal growth amid the discomfort. So I feel like this is definitely talking about this 3 months. Like this next 3 months, we're definitely even in the financial and the economic world is going to be upheaval and thrown into a whole bunch of mass hysteria and craziness for the next 3 months, no matter what. So there's that. I feel like there's definitely going to be some discomfort for you. I also got the Two of Swords, which is talking about peace and seeing the world with your spiritual eye and not your two eyes. As long as you see it that way, you will have peace in a way that you've never experienced before. And I will read that card to you as well. But then you also got one of my favorites, which is the Two of Discs, which is literally talking about change. Everything changes. You're gonna have a lot of change in the next year. You're gonna and realize that everything you do is the only thing that is constant in the universe is change. Some of these changes are going to be changes that are some of these changes are going to be changes that are lessons that you've had in the past, that you've learned in the past. Ooh, what are you doing? Why aren't there? We go. And they're going to be changes that you have, and they're going to be new changes, ones that you've never experienced anything like it before, so they're not old lessons. They're whole new lessons you need to learn. Come on. There we go. There's the Two of Discs. And they are lessons that are going to be based on new experiences that you're going to be having in your life. So, the Two of Swords. Oh, look at that. I almost opened right up to it. Thank goodness. The Two of Swords. Regarded as the purest manifestation of the element of air, the Two of Swords is the beginning of analysis and the birth of a thought. It indicates peace of mind or the need for peace of mind, as pure thoughts create peace within the body and unify the mind with the heart. This card is about the mind striving for balance within itself to exist above the chaos that is too familiar with it. There is a subtle indication of decisions or choices that need to be made, yet the advice is to find clarity within before taking action without. Within your own mind, all of the answers you seek are available. Sometimes the reason you cannot see the truth is because your outer eyes are open, but your mind's eye is closed. You must practice closing your outer eyes and opening your inner eye in order to unify your dualistic perspective, in order for you to say, this is spiritual, this is human, and I'm going to bring them together and have an understanding and a lesson that I'm going to learn through that. It is only with your inner eye is open that you can see beyond the illusions in reality and the greatest truths are revealed. And then you have the Two of Discs. And then I will be done for today, and I will have to get off. Because it looks like the baby will be here any minute. What are you doing? I call him the baby. He's 3. He's not really a baby, but I call him the baby just because all the rest of them are teenagers. Anyway, so the Two of Discs is change. Change is the only constant. Everything is in motion and everything is always shifting. Everything is always shitting too, apparently. If you can embrace the change and go with the flow, then the wheel of providence will forever turn in your favor. This card reminds you to be flexible, proceed forward, and don't mind when things change. Keep flowing and keep moving forward, and you will have success and you will have prosperity. Okay? And that is all that I can do for the day, and I will have to go. It's so nice to meet all of you, and I can't wait to see you all again. Oh no, Tracy's back. Okay, Tracy, I have a card for you. What's your question, dear? I was calling for you, and I couldn't find you. So, what's your question? Since you were on my list, I did everyone else. And you will be my absolute last. I will have to go after Tracy. Have to. I already promised Tracy I would do her earlier. See if she's on my list. Right here. There's Tracy. So, I have to go as soon as I do Tracy. Will the judge let me go home? Oh, that's a good question. You're very welcome, Abe. You're very welcome. All right. Well, let's ask my beautiful pendulum. Where did I put the pendulum now? Uh-oh. Oh, here it is. Here's my little handy-dandy little pendulum. All right, pendulum. Let's see here. Will the judge let me go home with me and my daughter? Will the judge let me go home with me and my daughter? Okay. Tracy wants to know if she gets to go home with her daughter. Okay, so I'm waiting. I just was waiting to make sure that it wasn't my breathing or something that was changing it. It is not. So that said yes. It said that was a definite yes. I will be back on here probably tomorrow. Probably a little bit later in the morning, but I will probably be on here about 8 or 9 in the morning. My time, which is New York time. So, whatever time it is there, it will be about 3.5 hours before right now is when I will be here tomorrow. All right. So that said, yes, Tracy. So there you go. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day. And I want you all to go out there today and remember to be the best you that you can be, because you are amazing and awesome and you are loved. Trust me, I love you all. You know, I might not know you, but I saw this thing the other day. It said, I might not know you, but if people can hate for no reason, I can love for no reason. So I love you all, each and every one of you, for who you are and where you are in your life. And I hope and pray that you all learned something today and that you all grew a little and that you got the love that you needed to be able to move forward with your day and have that go with you. All right?